Live from Eorzea.
Limit Break with your hosts, Aniero.
Now behold the horror you have wrought.
Kahlo.
I said don't take your clothes off.
Juxtaposition.
I don't get it.
Ascalia.
Holy shit, totally forgot about him.
And Nika.
Oh my god.
LimitBreakRadio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Limit Break Radio, episode 134. Excited to have you along today because we have got an amazing show for you. It is the end of October, which means that we're going to do our homage to Opie and Anthony. It's time for Juxtober.
Awesome!
We've got 2 shows to go through today. 2
brave souls
that offered themselves up for tribute.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
So, this is going to be interesting. We're excited. We're going to get to that here in a little bit. Excited to have you along, twitch.tv/LimitBreakRadio to join us live. And, of course, those that are joining us live, you can give us a call. Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715. LimitBreakRadio.com/Discord if you want to give us a call on Discord. Let's go ahead and kick it on over to our Eorzean studios where we've got... Oh, my God, what the fuck is this?
Oh, my God. Well, you know, I was like, at least the bottom looks good, but that's right. The iCam doesn't care.
No.
The iCam doesn't give a shit.
It does not. What did you do?
I updated.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he did. Renovated using the Wark Construction Group.
I hate you.
You can't
Wait,
tell.
so I see. So we're doing spot trading. Is that how that worked?
They build our house and we have to give them a promo plug? They gave me a pretty good deal. It was only $80K for this house, bro.
It's because nobody else is buying it.
Wow.
It's fucking hideous.
It looks so good.
It's hideous.
The fucking wallpaper costs more than the house did, which...
And you can't even hide the wallpaper. Like, at least when I was walking into the house, I didn't notice it was the Chocobo one, because the little forest thing you got going out outside, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad.
Those are actually weeb trees, you know?
Willow trees aren't weeb.
I mean, they're hingashi, and that translates into weeb.
Fine, they call them hingashi, but the cherry blossom gets like the top 5 spots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why I got the willow trees.
Yeah. Okay,
cool.
that's fair.
The willows are fine.
I think I need more, though.
I associate willow trees more with like a southern dandy gentleman sort of.
Or Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Dandy, son.
Exactly, yeah.
You've proven to be quite the windfall.
Do you remember that episode of King of the Hill where you meet Bill Dauterive's extended family?
Oh, yes.
They call him like Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Oh my God, that is one of the funniest fucking episodes.
That's right. So many great episodes.
A boy must know the difference between velvet and velveteen. Oh my God! If that didn't send the douche chills down your spine. Oh God, we're just ripping all of our phrasing off of Opie and Anthony today. It's fine. We're ripping an entire bit off from them, so why the fuck not?
Why not steal their jokes too?
They don't know who Opie and Anthony is. It's fine.
Anyway, so yeah, as I said, we're going to be doing Juxtober today. We've got two shows up on the chopping block, one that you may know and one that you probably don't.
Neither of which you want to know.
Yeah, well... So we'll let that. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard these clips. You know, Juxta is the one that has to walk us through all of these.
Juxta's the one that did all the work.
That's right. It's called Juxta. It has the bit has your fucking name on it.
I know, and that's the only reason I didn't complain about it.
Hold on.
I'm like,
hold on.
All right.
Hold on. That you didn't complain about it. That is technically true, but you certainly tried.
No.
You sent me a message the other day, and I assume that's what you wanted to complain about. Hi. Hey, what's up? What you doing?
Oh, no.
Watching Netflix with Katie. Oh, okay. I was just going to complain about Nate, but I'll leave you be.
Oh, no. Something completely different.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I think I have an idea of what that's about.
Oh, you know exactly what that's about, Pokemon Master. Oh. You brought me into that discussion that's on Discord, our hashtag Pokemon channel.
I just have this theory that anytime we get better at Juxta than anything, he taps out.
Oh no, absolutely. Because we were actually, I tried to actually talk to him about it walking in today, and he's like, "No, I don't really care about it."
And it's not like the thing is that it's not just an observation about Pokemon. Like it is true about Pokemon.
Yep.
But this is a pattern of behavior across a lot of different games.
Yep.
A, for starters, yes, that is true. B, I tapped out of Pokemon a long time before you got into it. Thank you very much.
So if we all get into card games and get really good at them.
That's it. Yes. Yes. Then we'll destroy his life. Then the only thing he'll have to be good at anymore is being a father.
Well, we're not going to try to match him on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely get into card games. That'll sure make me upset, guys. Definitely don't get into Hearthstone first and then Eternal. Please don't do that.
He's got Juxta over here straight up telling us, please don't play Dino Tracks anymore.
Our viewers in our chat are like, oh man, I sure hope they don't play Dino Tracks today.
Wink, wink. That would just be awful.
Yeah.
God, you guys are so you're so bad at the
that.
subtlety.
Right?
Stop. I mean, listen.
Spoilers alert, we didn't play Dino Tracks today. You know why? Because you asked for it.
Yeah, because you wanted it.
Yeah.
You'll get it next year.
You don't get it when you want it.
That's right. You only get it when you don't want it.
Exactly.
We only rape you with Dino Tracks.
Damn it. Yeah.
I mean, that is what that is, right?
Quite literally.
Ear rape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ear rape.
Exactly.
Everything but the penis.
I'm sure we're going to learn.
That's a weird way of saying just the tip.
I think we're going to learn a whole lot more about ear rape when we get into these shows that we're going to be juxtaposing.
You know, I think Dino Tracks' next album should be Dino Tracks, Everything But the Penis.
I like it.
That's not a. You know what? That actually sounds like a song name that they would do.
Yep.
Carlotta says she requested it last week when we gave it, but a lot more people didn't want it last week.
That's right. Yeah.
It was worth the joke last week.
There be bears.
It was already playing by the time you were like, "Oh, play it." Like,
yeah.
Trust me.
We were already doing it.
Anyway, all right.
So we're not going to be here next week.
That's right.
We couldn't be more thrilled.
Yeah. Couple of things before we get into Juxtober today, before we get into the news today. We had mentioned last week that we were taking comments from our Patreon donors about some programming changes that we're considering here for Limit Break Radio. And we've now taken a full week of comment and so most of our patrons seem to be in agreement that what we're proposing is pretty reasonable.
Is acceptable. Yeah.
Pretty reasonable.
By the way, did you see like people were like, oh my God, they're canceling it. They're ending LBR. This is it.
I saw those people.
The moon is falling.
Yeah.
All right, to be fair, though, if they're going to use LBR logic, that's what they should be doing.
That's fair.
See, I think I the thing is though is that I like doing Limit Break Radio so much that even if we decided that we were moving on from FF14, like I feel like
we could do something else.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think that we could take this show on the road.
Oh, well.
Do it for other games.
You mean like...
Yeah.
You don't literally mean leaving the city, because I'm not driving anywhere.
No, I don't mean going around to different cities. I mean that we pick up and do the show about different games.
Mm-hmm. In a different state, right? That's where you're going with it, right?
Too.
Whole different state.
That's right.
I don't hate that idea.
It's not a bad idea.
There's some games I might like to tear into for a bit.
It's not coming for a little while, though. Coming
in 2 weeks.
What we have proposed, though, is I think we're at a point, especially now that we're, pretty much midway through 4.1, that the way that Square Enix is putting out content for Stormblood, it's really difficult to maintain a 3-hour show about FF14 every week.
Well, it's hard to maintain it and have it be good, not just padding and tap dancing.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, we are good at padding and tap dancing, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but every time that day comes up, I'm looking at the outline, there's this little bit of anxiety that's like, oh man, we're really going to have to push it today.
Yeah.
I hope that news segment runs long today. Please let Nika say something dumb.
See, that's more like it, because I do try to write my news script a little long, but that's like an extra minute or two. I can't really get much more out of it.
And we can't, we've always said this, our lines are always open. You can always give us a call here at Limit Break Radio. Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord. We're always happy to take your calls. We're always happy to hear from you. We're always happy to talk about whatever you want to talk about. The thing is, though, is that we never can rely on callers.
We can't program a show around it.
We can't go, oh, well, phone lines are open, and if you don't call, then there's no show. Like
the two times we've been able to do that has been like the jump potion uproar. And
that was more like we were responding to the situation. Like people were just calling in droves, and we were just taking them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you can't set out to program a show around people calling in. You can't.
You sure can't do that.
We can barely program a show around the game, let alone people calling in.
So here's the thing. So we're talking about knocking Limit Break Radio down from 3 hours to 2 hours. So now we're going to take public comment on it. If you want to call the show, you're always welcome. Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord. Kookie's standing by to take your calls. We'll take your calls on it today if you want. You can also, we're also going to be paying attention to, like YouTube comments and Twitter comments.
Can we abstain YouTube comments?
No, we're going to.
Reddit comments?
No, we're not. We don't give a shit about
official forum comments?
I don't know, because after this show, I plan on going to Reddit and starting a topic that says LBR loses an hour. Is it dying soon?
I mean, if we can
toss the bait out there,
if we can
chum those waters,
if we can, here's what I'll say. If we can get a post that stays at the top of our FFXIV for a couple of days, I'll consider it. I'll consider taking some of that feedback.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, any way that you want to get a hold of us, hosts at limitbreakradio.com, limitbreakradio@gmail.com, calls, anything. We'll take your opinion about taking the show from 3 hours to 2 hours. I think we've already talked to the people who, that it matters most, which is why we decided to talk to them first.
This isn't our Melkira, but last Melkira says, "This is my content. Don't turn into SE." 1 hour now. Next year, 2 hours gone. Next thing you know, we're going to be getting a show every 2 weeks, every 2 patches, whatever.
Can't believe they did that.
Well, it is going to stay a weekly show. We will be here every single week still.
Well, we'll just be here for a half an hour.
But that's except for next week.
Except
for next week. Yeah,
we're a weekly podcast whenever we want it to be. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. But it is worth noting that when we originally made the transition to a weekly show, it was designed to be 2 hours. This program was literally designed to be 2 hours.
It bloated to 3.
Yeah.
Right. We just had so much to talk about back then that we couldn't do it in 2 hours. We always had to go to 3.
Yeah.
That is not the case anymore.
Yep. Yeah. So back to you, Yoshi. I mean, Aniero.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. We're going down 2 hours.
Yeah. That's the plan. So we'll take comment from you guys. Let us know what you think. So yeah,
most people in the chat say, go for it.
Yeah, and the reasoning for
I feel like there's like a significant portion of the of our audience that kind of taps out in the last maybe 30 minutes.
There absolutely is.
45, 30 minutes.
I think there's a significant portion of our hosts that tap out in the last 30 minutes.
King Laxia, I'm all for it. Maybe you guys can respect the content more. That's cute.
He says, I call bull. You guys have been entertaining for 3 hours for over a year while hating this game, but oh well. And you're not wrong, but here's the thing. A lot of that, there was a time when Stormblood was approaching where we were all kind of like, we can't keep doing this for 3 hours.
Yeah,
and we decided to give it until 4.1. That was kind of our marker where we knew, like, if 4.1 comes and it's more of the same old shit, we can safely say that isn't changing. And then it's time to really seriously look at going down to 2 hours. Because it's getting hard. It's getting really hard to do this.
For Square Enix's credit, it is less of the same old stuff, okay?
Okay, that's fair. A little bit more like the behind-the-scenes stuff, too, is you wouldn't think programming an extra hour takes a lot of time and effort, but it really can. And that's time and effort that, like, me and Ascalia are also putting towards Checkpoint nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're working any less, I promise you that.
Yeah, and that that last hour actually is usually the toughest, because we know the first hour of the program is going to get eaten up by us bullshitting and news, usually.
Yeah.
The second hour of the show is going to be whatever our primary discussion topic is. That third hour is usually the tricky part, and that's why we have things like emails that goes there.
Right.
Or fan fiction if we're desperate.
Right, or we take calls that...
Right.
Yeah.
We don't... If we're going to keep doing LBR, and like you said earlier, we love doing LBR.
Yeah, we do.
It's a passion project. It has been for a long time.
Yeah.
But if we're going to keep doing it, we only want to do it if it's good. We don't want to put out a lesser quality product because that's
right.
We don't think that that's good. And you know what? We're not microtransing it, or we're not DLCing it. We're not having LBR loot boxes.
Well, we're not. And I think the equivalent of that would be, hey, the show's going behind a paywall. Yeah. Where we're going to we're going to still do 3 hours, but if you want all 3 hours, you got to pay for that third hour.
Yeah, and we're not doing that shit.
I like that idea, though. How can we introduce loot boxes to LBR?
No.
No, we're not doing that shit. Absolutely not.
Okay, so everyone has like a voice line that you can get out of a loot box. Maybe you can have someone like do like artistic skins. All we really need is some kind of game to put this in.
You see what he's doing?
Stop it.
Oh my god.
Just stop it. Anyway, so yeah, that's
the last hour of LBR is Patreon only.
There you go. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? You get the first hour of LBR, which is called the green room, and nobody watches that anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
A few people do.
Anyway, so that's sort of what our proposal is, and if you feel some kind of way about it, let us know. We're not really going to give a shit, but
if you don't feel at all, then let us know that too, I guess.
That's right. If you're dead inside, let us know.
We'll read your emails in the third hour until we don't have one anymore.
We'll welcome you to the club.
Yeah.
I miss you so much it hurts sometimes.
Oh.
Anyway, obviously no Nika this week, but next week she is going to be here. We will not, but she will be here on Saturday because next week is Extra Life.
And Youmacon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a busy week. Isn't BlizzCon also next weekend?
It is!
What the hell?
Guys, that means that the Overwatch World Cup is going to be going on during Youmacon.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
They're debuting all the cool new Overwatch features.
I don't give a shit.
It's a good thing we cover this on FEC.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so if you want to join Nika for Extra Life, help raise money with kids with cancer, you can join Team Limit Break Radio, extra-life.org/team/Limit Break Radio. You could do your own 24-hour stream. You can hang out with Nika on Discord on the day of Extra Life, or you can just kind of contribute. You can be a donor to Extra Life. Any of those things help. So extra-life.org/team/Limit Break Radio, and it all goes for a good cause. So make sure that you join us.
Do you guys know when you're doing your streams yet? Your makeup streams?
I don't.
I was gonna do it the next weekend, but I think that's when we have the Anxiety Gaming event at U of M.
That is indeed
the
weekend that we have that.
No idea.
Okay,
but it will be sometime in November, sometime soon.
Yeah.
Well, I got Friday the 17th, so
I might try to do mine like this next Sunday into Monday, but I also might have to, I have fatherly responsibilities.
Stop.
I have to show off my daughter to my wonderful family.
Ugh. I hate you.
What? They buy me all kinds of stuff like diapers and wipes. And did you know? Oh my gosh, it's so sad.
That's literally a present that you get to clean up shit.
Yeah, it's so useful. But it's so sad. Poor baby Roberta's swing, swings back and forth, like the automatic swing part broke, so she's having a really tough time sleeping now.
Good.
What?
It's not good.
She needs to swing to sleep?
It helps her sleep.
Oh.
Why don't you just hold on to her and rock her back and forth?
You just don't get it. You can't do that all night.
By the way, in our Discord this week, one of my all-time favorite pieces of fan art was submitted. Which was Juxta and Bert from Bert and Ernie pregnant, which is the origin of Bert Bert.
Oh God!
How did I miss that?
I don't know how you missed it.
How did Cookie not put that out on social media?
It's so funny. And the thing is that it like couple of posts down, you've got this picture of Ernie who just looks like he is
horrified.
Yeah, like Juxta, way to go! You're a fucking home wrecker.
Is that supposed to be funny?
So Juxta impregnated Bert.
That's right.
Wow. All right.
That's terrifying.
Poor Ernie.
Poor Ernie.
Oh, Ernie's
you
getting cucked,
fucking
that's
home
for sure.
wrecker, Juxta.
No, you know what? Ernie needs to learn to stand up and be a man. If if you don't want that to happen, fight for what's yours.
But I think he's the catcher in that relationship, so.
Well, still fight for what's yours.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't have to be a pussy about it.
I think he's a sub. In the dom sub sort of dynamic.
Yeah, you don't think any subs ever fought for their dom?
No, I don't think so. I think that.
I don't want to go down this road any further. I'm good.
You've clearly never been a sub before, all right?
I think
that sub on sub action can get really, really, let's just say gory, to say the least.
I'm saying in the transgender fight dome, sometimes you got to fight. Everyone has to fight their first night.
You got to fight.
The subs will surprise you.
For your right to submit.
Jesus.
Wow. All right. Before we get into the news, patreon.com/limitbreakradio. If you do want to help support the show, the thing is that the 2 hours, dropping down to 2 hours, is really not an issue of support. It's really not an issue of anything except for what FF14 is delivering at this moment.
Yeah, no, this is squarely on Square Enix.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to happen.
This is circally on Square Enix.
We're doing this because, like I say earlier, we only want to do the show if it's good, and we don't like it when we get done with 2 hours and 10 minutes, and we're like, oh, we're done.
Yeah,
Let's tap dance for 50 minutes.
It was like one show that was not that long ago that felt like that.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we got to 2 hours, 10 minutes in, we're like, oh, that's the end of the conversation.
We can just wrap it off.
We can wrap it
here. And that's the thing is that, the 3 hour thing is pretty arbitrary. Again,
it's just kind of what it worked out to be.
Yeah.
So now, we're going to do 2 hours instead. And you know what? I'm sure we'll have specials where something big will be happening. We'll have a big bit planned, and we'll still do 3 hours.
Bunch of people on the call line. All right, we go over the 2 hour limit.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem going over if we've got momentum, but I don't want to try to meet this arbitrary 3 hour mark for no reason.
Exactly.
So, all right.
So now we're going to meet an arbitrary 2 hour mark for no reason.
Yo. All right, so let's check out what's going on in FF14 news.
This is a limit breaking news update.
Square Enix's newest contest is themed for the Halloween season. You can carve or draw a pumpkin design and submit it to win one of the usual prizes. The Scarf of Wondrous Wit, the Airman Choker, blah, 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 blah. But also one of 3 Taito figures. Am I saying that right? Taito?
It's pronounced Tieto.
Tieto? Okay. Thancred, Hearts and Farts, or Tataru, who, by the way, looks pissed as hell. Her little figure looks super scary. That is not the Tataru I know.
I hate figures like that.
And a Spriggan coin bank. You can find all the necessary info for submissions and whatnot over at the official forum.
I liked it more when you accidentally said Essie's new content. At least that got me excited.
Well,
did we miss something?
This is the closest we're going to get, guys.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
A pumpkin carving contest.
Or drawing.
I don't like that they accepted drawing. If you actually had to carve a sweet-ass pumpkin... I like when people do the pumpkin art. That's cool.
Well, there's two contests. So there's gonna be pumpkin carver winners and pumpkin drawer winners.
No, fuck that. No, I don't care if
you're
can
getting
draw.
more content this
Hang
way.
on, what is this pumpkin drawing bullshit?
Yeah.
Well,
I saw this. I saw this over the weekend on social media where someone was painting a pumpkin, and they were painting things on it, and I'm just like, and the thing is that this couple didn't even have any children. Right, if you have a small child like Juxta's little retard, that's justifiable.
You carve a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, right. That's a family thing you do.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
I did it with my mom.
If you don't want the kids to have a fucking knife, right?
If you don't want to teach them to be responsible.
But these were 30-year-old adults,
and they were painting.
They were painting pumpkins.
Fucking millennials.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
a
like that.
millennial.
We're the same age as them.
Yeah, but I don't paint pumpkins.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Terrible.
It's embarrassing.
I was actually gonna make a point saying that you probably could draw something really awesome and have pumpkins be a featured thing in it. No, you actually have to use this pumpkin template and draw inside, literally inside of a pumpkin. That's your canvas. Is this pumpkin?
What are we in first fucking grade, Square Enix?
For those that can't handle sharp objects.
Next month they're gonna have a contest where you have to make a turkey using your hand. So there's an official fan gathering going on in Copenhagen. It's being pitched as a chance to come and hang out with like-minded players and talk about your favorite game over drinks. The FF14, I guess. It will be hosted by community members, and you must be over 18 to attend. There are 50 attendee spots. The first 25 to register will be on a first-come, first-served basis, and the last 25 will be raffled off randomly. There will also be a prize raffle.
I guess.
So 50 people just,
Where's
randomly
Copenhagen?
Show up here.
Germany.
Yeah.
Germany?
Yeah, so it's like just show up, 50 people come hang out.
I bet you get a t-shirt.
They probably get a fucking t-shirt.
50 t-shirts.
Oh my god, if they have fucking t-shirts there.
I beat the Susano challenge.
No,
fucking story mode t-shirt giving.
They don't even have the challenges there. They're just giving out t-shirts.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Here's the thing though, is that it's specifically for FF14 fans, so they won't do that.
That's true.
They'll
do it at PAX, they'll do it at E3, but nah, not at the FF14.
They'll do it at the Paris Game Show.
No.
From the official site, here's what you can expect. Meet up with FC friends and other like-minded Final Fantasy XIV players. At least 2 drinks on us. Free finger food and a giveaway with great prizes.
2 drinks.
Although apparently the 2 drinks on us is asterisked with limited number of drink vouchers available. Every registered attendee will be handed 2 vouchers on arrival while supplies last.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. It's in Denmark, not in Germany. I made a mistake. It's in Denmark.
Same thing.
It's in what? Yeah. Listen, it's just in that super white blonde part of the world that just kind of. Listen, you got taken over by Germany at some point. I think. I don't know.
I don't know if they did or not.
This is the problem. This is the problem I have.
I'm just talking shit now.
There are 50 spots.
Yeah.
They know how many people are coming. So at minimum, you need 100 vouchers. What do you mean while supplies last?
Exactly.
Are you printing them off as they come in? If we run out of paper or ink, I'm sorry, that's it. We're done. Sorry, the second 25, only every other person gets 2 vouchers. The other ones just get 1.
Or if the thief from the escape room comes in and steals a couple extra vouchers, someone's going to get left out.
I love the people who have to get raffled into this. I hope they're treated like second-class citizens.
You guys, Aniero, remember what the first fan fest when we went to and it had an open bar?
Yeah, I do.
I must have 10 drinks that night.
That was my second fan fest.
Well, fair, but still, open bar. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Got so
how drunk? How drunk did you guys get?
Everyone got very drunk.
I got so drunk. There's a picture out there of me spooning with Aerodon that says "Thieves do it from behind."
Wow.
Even with dropping an hour, you guys still give more content than SE does. If you ever decide to abandon 14, so many of us will likely unsub from the game that I feel SE might actually notice the dip of subscribers. I'd still listen even if I was unsub.
Damn. Thank you.
Thank you for the $10, but you're only allowed 10 words reminder.
That's
right. You owe us some dollars.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, Doc.
That said, thank you for saying nice things to us.
Yeah.
Shut up, you fucker.
You stupid moron. Why would you give us money?
Fuck you and your stupid money.
Shut up, you little weasel.
Except the $10 you gave us. We're not giving that back.
Yeah, no. Go fuck yourself.
The next tier of high-end content is
we
here.
are the worst.
Yeah, that's correct.
The next tier of high-end content is here with the unending coil of Bahamut.
Also, did anyone also hear? I think there was an echo on that donation.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that, Aniero?
No,
I heard an echo on there. I don't know if
it was really subtle.
After what we heard on that last show, I don't hear anything bad audio anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You just don't hear.
I hear nothing.
Yeah,
I'm deaf.
It was those audio spikes.
Audio blobs.
Yeah.
I want to, just in case, use my free Juxtamute real quick.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
100
of the top FCs have been plugging away trying to nab that world first.
Still butthurt. Still butthurt.
You gotta say something.
I mean,
do I?
Still butthurt.
But so far, it doesn't seem like anyone has claimed it, according to a Google Doc tracking everyone's progress, put together and managed by Frosty TV.
Thanks, Frosty.
Yeah, thanks, Frosty.
Thanks, Frosty.
We appreciate that. Hopefully that's still true on Tuesday when the show goes live.
Fair. Disclaimer.
Recorded on Sunday.
I mean, is anyone actually keeping track of that shit?
No, yeah. They do actually have this, like I said, this Google Doc is tracking over 100 different FCs.
What third-rate World of Warcraft raiders are still trying to do FF14 progression?
You want me to read you some of them?
No.
Not really, no.
No.
It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the news. That's all that's been going on.
Wait, how's Mr. Happy's group doing in there?
What's his group name?
I have no
You know
idea.
what?
Was it Happy or Fusion who got kicked out of his raid group?
It was Fusion.
Okay, I couldn't remember who it was.
What was that?
It's just Fusion sucks so bad.
But your laugh went from your regular laugh into like this evil like you're twirling a mustache kind of laugh.
I'm voting for Teen Mom Please. They're on
Team Mom
Balmung.
Please. That's actually pretty funny. They're on Balmung. That's even funnier. Go Team Mom Please.
Free Company Rare X.
No Mom Please. I love this. No, seriously. I from what I hear about the fight, it's hard. It looks interesting, but it's kind of what we predicted. It's a gauntlet.
Yeah.
They're mixing together a lot of the mechanics.
Hey, LBR, you noticed the recent echoing?
No, I don't.
I don't hear anything.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is this echoing?
I heard like a cash drop.
Yeah.
That's probably what you heard because like
That's
the cash drop sound effect is kind of like echoey. I guess.
Yeah, you guys should probably fix your headphones. It's something on your end.
Yeah. You guys should fix your stream. You know what you should do? You should
go
just
fuck yourself.
You should just donate more and just see.
Eventually, it'll probably work.
Yeah,
right?
that echo will eventually go away.
Yeah, actually, I know what they're talking about. I think I fixed it. Someone donate so we can find out.
It'll only work if you donate $50 or more, though.
Take off your clothes.
That was from the Twitch chat. What are you guys talking about?
Damn.
We don't take off our clothes for money.
What do we take them off for? And you don't?
Who's food?
I need to know. I need to know.
Body kicking.
I need to know
body shots.
I need to know who in the chat is outraged at the fact that we're not keeping up on the world progression, the world first progression bullshit.
I don't think anyone cares.
I think that there's going to be at least one or two people that are like, how do you do a show every week and you're not even up on the most relevant thing that's happening in this game?
Echo? I heard it was fixed.
Oh, no,
it's fixed.
It's fixed. It's definitely fixed.
Thanks for the test, Ren.
Yeah.
Test it again.
Hang on, yeah, that's I thought I heard a little bit of echo that time. So I think we got to check it. We got to check it again. Yeah, so.
It's not funny! It's never been funny! It's never gonna be funny!
I don't hear an echo. This post is just 12 words long.
Oh, wow.
There you go, Diana. Excellent.
I like how he added the 12 cents so he could include the punctuation in
Yeah,
it,
it's
too.
very, very, very forthcoming.
That's how much the punctuation's worth.
That's right.
Are different types of punctuation, like would an exclamation mark have been like 24 cents?
No. An exclamation point, that's like $6.
Oh, here you go, Nate. Cecil, I'm outraged.
Clearly, this is the echo apologist trying to defend the gift they get for failing to listen properly.
Thank you, Ryoku.
Yes.
Cecil says, I'm outraged. How dare you not have cares about stupid content?
Have cares.
I just caught something on our donation that I've never seen before.
What?
I think, are you talking about that weird guy with, he's like...
It's Zach Galifianakis.
I think that's a thing with Streamlabs. You have like their premium sub, then you can like make the kappas like float around and also add like a GIF in front of it, I think. In front of the donation,
you have to.
And we have that.
You have to pay extra for it.
You have to pay extra to Twitch Labs for that.
Yes, not us, but the person.
How do we have it then?
I think I just enabled that.
Oh,
yeah.
So
It's
you may want to not.
Why?
I mean, I don't. Why do we need Zach Galifianakis?
Well, again,
why do we not?
It's something that the donators specifically have to choose to do. So it's basically.
I don't even know that I saw it. I think I need another donation to confirm that I saw it.
Does it only come in at $10 or higher?
No. Here's the thing. When you make your donation, there's basically a bunch of different customization options that you, as the donator, can choose to flavor your donation with.
Donor.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
This has got it. This is a new thing.
Yeah. It's actually been there for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, so it's not a new thing, but it's new for you.
Is that one of the things you get out of the Twitch crates?
No, this is Streamlabs.
No.
Yeah, Streamlabs is literally just like, hey, you want to know how we can get more money out of people? Let's let them throw Zach Galifianakis' face all over their donations. Oh, I like it. That costs $1. Every time, by the way. You don't just unlock Zach Galifianakis. You pay for him every time.
You pay for him every time.
Every time.
You know, it's really
Damn,
dumb.
Zach. I wonder what Zach's cut on that is.
Yeah, because I donated to a charity stream one time, and when I saw these cool things, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I selected a bunch of them, and they're like, you'll be charging an extra $3. And I'm like, nope.
They're not that awesome.
No.
Interesting.
I don't know. First of all, I'm not hearing the echo anymore, and second of all, I need to see what this GIF thing is.
Ryoku is going to need you to buy some more Zach Galifianakises. But let us know ahead of time so he can be watching for it.
Jesus.
Or else you're just going to waste it again.
We are the fucking worst.
How much time have we killed doing this stupid garbage?
Threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Not as much time as we've killed patience.
Well, I'm sad now. LBR is just pacing themselves since Unending Coil will be the only new content there is to talk about for the rest of 2017. That is sadly accurate.
And 2 months into 2018.
He's right.
No.
He's right.
No. Rival Wings.
Yeah.
Okay, is that coming in 2017?
Yes.
That's coming in the next
Is that coming
batch,
in the next 2 months?
Yeah,
that I don't know.
That's.
I mean, I would assume it would.
That's the remainder of 2017.
Yeah, it's a half patch though. That would be like early December or end of November, right?
I think we'll get it in November.
Yeah, I would guess so.
I'm guessing January.
I hope that it's
and
by the end of the year.
Perform option.
Oh, woof.
Yeah, that broken ass piece of garbage.
Please.
Well, we heard that you're gay.
With your stupid perform action.
How does Square Enix fuck up something that Lord of the Rings Online built in 2011?
In a day.
I don't know. Strife pointing out the world first clear was done by of Neo Exeth was done by Angered FC. We're correct in that they're a third-rate WoW guild because they still haven't cleared the last 2 bosses in the current WoW raid. Same people. So, actually, well said.
All right, there we go.
Nobody cares. I would assume that Strife is probably right. But none of us care enough to know.
He's more right than Nika ever is. So
That's because Nika's a woman.
I mean, I'm just saying that it really the skill gap between FF14 and WoW these days seems to be widening.
Yeah,
there was
a chasm.
There was a time that I would say that it was that it was kind of close to one another, but
comparable at least.
Yeah,
now it's a chasm.
Yeah, this is bad.
We suck.
We really do.
Hey, maybe when we do take this show on the road, we can go do WoW for a bit.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You guys would have to play WoW for that to happen first.
Yeah,
of all.
I know.
Yeah, fuck that. I can just buy a character at max cap.
No, you just buy the game and you get a character at mostly max.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's
problem
no
solved.
problem,
Okay,
then.
but you gotta play the game.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, see?
you'll also have to go back to playing Pokemon because we're gonna have to do some shows of Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
I could just fake it.
I don't think you can.
You know what? Let's let him try to fake it so we can call him out on all of his outdated bullshit.
That's
crap. The last Pokemon I played was X and Y. It's been a while.
You're doing better than him, I think.
Actually, they're about even. See, Juxta bought Oras, but he never played it.
Do you guys forget about Sun and Moon?
Did you play that?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Stupid.
I've seen it on his fucking what is it, Nintendo card or whatever it is. All right. Is that it for the news?
That's it for the news.
Okay. Well, then it's time for Juxtober.
You know what? I love that voice.
Wait, what was that little jingle you started to do?
The Price is Right theme, I believe.
That is exactly what that was.
That was absolutely.
We do need some production for this, and we don't have any production for this.
So you do the Price is Right. You didn't just make something up.
Production for this.
You didn't make up your own Juxtober theme. You stole somebody else's theme.
The Price is Right.
I mean,
free.
You could have.
That's the joke.
Could have at least done it well.
No.
I mean, you could just try like this.
See, I was setting you up for that.
It's time for Juxtober. The Price is Right does not work with Juxtober.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
Not quite. Why do we had it for the pricing game bit, right?
We did.
On Checkpoint?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, why the fuck do we have this?
So good.
But I do love listening to it.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, all right.
Okay, I got it. All right, are we ready?
Right.
It's time for Juxtober.
Techno beat. Corn dog.
How long are we gonna do this?
Oh, no, imagine if he would have done that, just right off the rip.
God, no, it was way better how we got to it.
Well, I think we just found our Juxtober theme.
As we did. Oh, I'm so happy.
All right. So if you don't know what Juxtober is our own homage to Juxtober. Opie and Anthony would do this every October, where they would take shows from around the country and play clips of them and talk about the craft of radio. So we thought we would do the exact same thing, except for podcasts. And,
Hell yeah.
And the thing is that, at least for this opening round, we allowed people to offer themselves as tribute. So
Are you saying in the future that may not be the case?
Yeah, that may. You are absolutely correct. We may we may change that up in the future. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I want to.
Throwing a little bit of chaos in there. Because now everyone's going to be on their toes and is like, oh, am I going to be next for Juxtober?
Oh, I kind of like it, yeah. Oh, I like it more when we just pick someone.
That's right. See, and the thing is that, especially if we do this on Limit Break Radio, we know who has money and who doesn't. Like, we know who has money.
We know whose production should be good.
Not just that, but, like, if somebody really wanted... If they decided they were really unhappy with Juxtober, they could be like, oh, well, they used clips of my show, and I'm going to get a lawyer to try to take it down. Yeah.
We're talking over it as a parody.
See, yeah. I mean,
we
technically,
still have to defend ourselves.
That's the thing. Is fair use is what we would try to claim. The thing about fair use is that it's a legal defense.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, it's not
necessarily, you don't get to just say it and be like, and now I'm free.
Right. So
we'd actually have to go to court, and that's expensive.
But I don't know. We might do.
Maybe it's worth the risk.
We might do. You know what I think would be really fun, actually, is to go through some of the defunct FF14 podcasts that are no longer around.
Ooh.
That are still up on iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get some people are suddenly getting a lot of traffic on shows that have been gone forever. They're like,
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh man, I think that may be a good idea.
Yes.
That may be a good idea. All right. So it's time for Juxtober.
Techno beat. Techno beat.
Damn it. Just kidding.
Okay. All right. So Juxta, who do we have for Juxtober?
All right, our first lovely contestant is RPMMORadio.
Ooh.
Yet another person to borrow our naming convention of putting radio on the end of a podcast.
That's right, yeah. We were the very first ones to come up with that ever. That's our bit.
Yeah.
All right, so RPMMO has 3 hosts, Ash and Phoenix, which is the main dude.
Okay. Ash and Phoenix?
Ashen.
Ashen Phoenix.
Like if you're covered in ash, you'd be an Ashen Phoenix.
I like Ash and Phoenix more.
What an awful name. What a terrible... If you can... Listen.
Or you could...
If you get to choose your own name, why would you choose Ashen Phoenix?
Maybe he was playing Pokemon one day and he's like, Ash really should have an Oho. And he's like,
Oho?
Oho. And it's like, oh, it's a Phoenix. Ash and a Phoenix.
Wow. What a journey you just went on.
Ash and Phoenix.
How tired are your legs?
Wow.
He's lost. He's gone.
Yeah.
No, I agree. This is like when you see Cloud Sephiroth XX 43.
Oh, that's where you're going with that?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just an awful name.
It's just a dog shit name. It's just
What about something like Neko Moonlight?
All right, that's awful for different reasons.
There's a whole lot of reasons that's terrible. Yeah. There's a different set of reasons.
Different set of reasons?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so tell us more about this show.
By the way, you're whispering again for no apparent reason.
Knock it off.
Yeah, fucking cut that out.
Ash and Phoenix is also brought to you with Sib and Jazz.
Sib and
Jazz.
I think weren't those characters on fucking Invader Zim?
That was Kaz, I believe.
Oh.
And
Dib,
yeah. And their show is primarily an RP show focused for MMOs.
I hope that's not their RP names because, God, those are bad.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling each other?
I mean, that's what they call themselves on the show.
Oh,
so
no. Oh, no.
I'm sure their tunes, their words.
Oh, boy.
Tunes have different names. So.
I hate that term.
Right?
Because, I mean, we all came from 11, and tune meant you were a former WoW player. Like, that's what hearing that word meant. Right?
Who calls their character Toon?
Everyone in WoW. That was like their term.
Is that an inherently WoW thing?
I mean, I guess, but
if you think about it, because WoW looks so cartoony, I like to think that that's like where it came from.
I don't know. See, I feel like if you call your character Toon, right? Like I automatically assume that you came from Disney's Toontown.
Yeah.
I mean, whether that's fair or unfair, I think you're a terrible person. It should be.
Yeah, no, to me that meant WoW player.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you think back to like FF11, we used to call them mules, which makes a little bit more sense because
they're a pack mule.
Yeah, pack mule. But still, I don't think that like you hear that terminology even in FF14. In FF14, it's an alt, so it's like each MMO sort of has like their own little like term for additional characters.
You hear tune in 14, but it's always again.
Anyone who refers to their character as a Toon, like I think like they should go bobbing for apples and just have somebody hold their head under for a good like 35 seconds. Not enough to drown them or anything.
Enough for them to pass out though.
Yeah, just enough to feel that like that panicked like
like you can't get out.
Yeah. Right.
What do you do after they pass out?
I mean, you write
whatever you want.
You write things on them.
Yeah,
you draw a penis,
like gay.
You draw a penis on their penis.
All right, I'm glad that's kind of
that's how you know they're gay because their penis is on their penis.
If the dicks touch, you're so gay.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Unless it's a three-way. Okay, sorry.
So if there's 3 dicks on there, it's cool?
Okay, they're all dicks, though.
All right, Juxta, tell us.
They primarily play 14 and ESO. Okay.
I see a branding problem, but all right.
And apparently, LBR inspired them in February of this year and then produced 19 shows of varying quality.
Okay, so they're terrorists.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, we obviously make very clear how we think about role-playing, right? And we bring joy and love to the world, and they thought, you know what? Nah, we want to make a show, and it's going to be about role-playing. Terrorists.
Yeah, it is weird that a role-play show was inspired by us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they definitely heard what we thought, and they're like, no, we really need to stick it to these guys. They're LBR terrorists.
You know what? I kind of respect that.
A little bit.
Anarchists.
Right. Yes. I mean,
not strong enough.
Given that it is an RP-focused show, you can't really expect too much of them because, their intellectual level is far below that of a normal person.
Yeah, very low.
And they hit all the cliche RP notes, formal guild introductions, high school level drama, which emotionally impacts them in the real world, and, oh yes, numerous accounts of terrible voice acting.
Oh, yay.
Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right.
It's like live action RP.
Mm-hmm.
They're LARPing
all right. So we went over the featured play, the characters' names here. But, I mean, like...
Ashen...
what do you think?
And Jazz?
Jizz and Jazz? Are they twins?
Is Ashen Phoenix, you think, a boy or a girl? A man or woman? What do you think? Shut up.
Man.
No, shut up, Juxta. You don't get to answer because you know.
Man.
I'm going to go with man, too. If Phoenix was the first name, I'd say chick.
Yeah, I'm going Ashen Phoenix as man.
Okay. All right. I could see that.
Jizz probably also man.
Sib.
Oh, Sib, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Sib.
I like Jizz.
Sib, I think.
We know you like Jizz.
I like Jizz and
Fucking
Jazz
queer.
because they're long lost twins, but they don't know it yet, and they're falling in love.
Hey, you faggot.
Queer. I think actually Dib and Jazz probably both girls.
Yeah.
Both those names, I think girls.
I think Jazz is at least a girl.
Yeah, Jazz definitely. Dib's a little harder.
All right.
There's no way there's 2 girls in this podcast.
Okay, so do they have an intro?
Yeah, they do actually.
Oh boy!
Is it better than the last intro we had to listen to?
Well, the last one didn't really have an intro, so yes.
Okay. All right. Let's hear.
I don't like how you qualified that.
Let's hear the intro for what is this? RPMMORadio.
Can we just comment how terrible of a name that is?
Oh,
that is so clunky.
It's like if we called FEC General Gaming Show.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be like a.
Except it's not even that. It'd be like GG show.
Like I was gonna be like they're gonna like the playoff RPM, like it's high rev, it's high octane or something like that. Like I thought that was the joke we were getting.
I mean, it's really on the nose.
Well, here's the thing though. You said that they played FF14 and ESO, and there's a bit of a branding problem. With RPMMORadio, they can play whatever the fuck they want.
That's true. Any game where you can effectively role play.
That's true. I don't know, but like, wouldn't you want to tie in like a concept to it? You know, because I mean, like even with Limit Break Radio, there was a little like when we started with the 11 show, like there was a little bit of like self-aware role play where we were like, listen, if you walked up to a radio in Vonadil,
this is what you'd hear,
and turned it on, what would that show sound like?
Yeah.
And that's
to this day we're live
that
in
was
studio.
the premise. That was the premise, right? Yeah,
right, yeah, I get it.
So I mean, I feel like there's fertile ground there, but I mean, it's a bit of a cop out to just go RPMMORadio. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I mean, at least you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, if they tried to do a show exclusively in 14, like, man, it could be hard to roleplay when there's no one there. I
mean, let's be honest. We know the pitfalls of that.
We know the difficulty. Then you're stuck doing bits like this.
Maybe they're smarter than us. Maybe they're actually onto something there.
Well, the answer may surprise you.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. Oh
no. Oops, I actually opened Garuda's theme. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. No, this is the right thing. Not Garuda's theme.
What is that sound?
Whoa!
They had their mic up to the speaker, and now they're pulling it away.
No, that's
Greetings and welcome. Appreciate you guys.
They are having the music playing in the studio, right? That's what that is, right?
Oh my god!
No, that's a really cool audiomancy sound effect. That's like level 5 stuff.
No, they're playing that music live in the studio, right?
I'm trying. Run this back.
Yeah,
run
play that
back.
again.
Run the 45 seconds worth of the Garuda theme. No VO, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
what they're doing.
That is remarkably what that sounds like. That sounds
it's not like fading out. It's like they're taking the microphone away from the speaker.
Right.
Or they like drop their phone in like the water or something.
No, I swear, like they are sitting in the studio listening to this music playing without everyone wearing a headset, and some of it's catching back through.
There's no studio here. No.
Well, okay, wherever you record your show is your studio.
No, but. Because everything should be coming through his speakers, right? Otherwise, we're gonna end up catching voices echoing as well.
That's an audiomancer effect.
What the fuck are you?
It is not.
All right, what's that effect called?
It's not an effect. It's just I don't even.
Something's wrong with the way they're recording this.
It sounds like it's being faded and compressed at the same time.
Yeah. See, it's not just a fade out.
It's edgy.
Yeah, it's edgy, all right.
As in, it's pushing us closer to the edge of insanity.
Ah, God, it is not a good look.
No, not a great start. All right.
Not a good sound either, by the way.
Oh. This is what, you know what? I know where I've heard this sound.
Welcome.
This is when we get like a caller on the air, and we have to are you talking into your microphone?
Yeah.
Like, because you can hear so much of what's going on in the background because they're not up against the microphone.
Yep.
That's what that sound is.
Bingo. Nailed it.
Bingo bango.
All right, let's keep it going here.
Appreciate you guys tuning in to RPMMORadio. This is our 19th episode, RP on RL, or roleplay on real life.
I'm glad
we know what it means. We know.
Thank you for the fucking explanation.
This is your 19th episode, but in case you don't know what RP or RL means, let me tell you.
One of your hosts, Ashen Phoenix, and of course with me is the two ladies.
Called it! I called it! Yes! There it is. Yes!
That's ridiculous. Okay, all right. They're either a lesbian couple, all right, or at least one of them is asexual. She ain't having sex with nobody.
Just heard laugh.
Nope, that was Jess.
That was me.
Oh,
she's the lesbian.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't know. I thought one name and said the other. When you get to my age, you'll understand.
Always easy to tell a show being recorded on Discord, isn't it?
Is this Cuckold the podcast? Is that what this is? Is that what's happening here?
I think this is
it's like
getting a menage a trois going on.
Oh, no way.
No.
Up until they started talking in voice, he wanted it, right? But once he saw what they really looked like, he's like,
Oh.
Which is fine, because once they saw what he really looked like, they were like, Do you guys think that only Ashton agreed to this? Or you think the girls were like, yeah, no, that's fine too. Go ahead, send it to him.
This is definitely like when you know how we're as a company we all have a 20% vote in what happens.
Yep.
This is like when Aniero decides that doesn't apply for this particular decision, and this is how it's going to be.
Hold on, no, that's not fair. This is actually, I think this is exactly like what we do, where all the men make the decision and we leave Nika out.
Well, the problem with us all having 20% is if we all agree, her vote doesn't matter.
Well, the thing is that I get final say on creative decisions. So, when it comes to things, and the way it goes over the air and stuff like that, like, you guys, I mean, it's not that it's hard and fast or in my contract that it has to be my way, but I mean, like, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, in Ascalia, don't look so smug. Only half of your vote counts.
Fair.
Jazz, how's it going, gals?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
These guys sound super thrilled. They sound so excited.
They have a podcast about role playing. Like, how excited can you be?
For a second, I thought this was the third hour of Limit Break Radio.
Hey.
Sad because it's true.
Same here. It's
what is it?
This guy just finished reading the 4.1 patch notes. That's the only explanation for this level of energy. He is pissed. He is down. He doesn't know what to do next.
I mean, there are times that we come on the show and we have low energy, but I mean, just like, wow.
Well, it's usually because we fell asleep in between shows.
Ugh. He does. He sounds. Did he drink an entire tub of NyQuil before going on the air? Is that what happened?
Man, well, no, because he would be fine for like the first few minutes. That NyQuil, that taste is bad. It gets you amped up for like a second, and then you pass out. He'd be coming on like talking a mile a minute, and then it would just go to dead silence for like an hour.
Kind of sounds like maybe he just got off a suicide attempt. Like, shit, didn't work again. Maybe next time.
God damn it! I can't believe I woke up.
Now I have to do RPMMORadio. What a terrible name.
He's outside in the middle of
with not one but two holes. I mean, it's fortunate that we only have one hole on this show, but he's got to deal with two.
Well, there are like those moments where you're like, I'm already at 19 episodes in. I can't go back and rebrand now.
Yeah. And the problem with two holes is it doesn't seem like he can fill either of them.
Honestly, they sound less enthused than an episode of Pet Food Alpha. Thank you, Diamos.
See, this is the opposite problem from having the puker jock, right? Because then you have a whole bunch of false enthusiasm.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. The people do that voice because at least they don't sound bored.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to actually try.
I mean,
that's not your normal voice.
I mean, honestly, like, is it that hard to just put energy into the way that you normally talk?
Fake it till you make it.
Like and this is not just Ashen. I hear a million podcasts that are like that are just like, hey, welcome to episode number 28 of this fucking podcast that you don't want to listen to and we don't really want to host.
Number one reason I can't do
podcasts. We're making this for exactly 300 people that download every week, and I think I know all of their names. So thank you for listening, all 300 of you. Like, it's just, and I
got Chris Jericho's list of 1,000 holes just reading off names at the beginning of every show so they can thank everybody.
Right? Like, I just, it's, you can inject a little bit more enthusiasm in there without becoming all the way, without the pendulum swinging all the way to becoming a puker.
From Mina Liva, she says, thank you for joining the show today. As you can tell by me being here, the rope couldn't handle my weight. I'm happy to be your host today.
Lloyd says the fucking hose flew out of the car window again.
I mean, it's just like, come on.
Well, we said on the last show, it is important, like, be yourself. Just use your voice. That said, if your voice is dull, maybe talk with
not use your voice.
Well, no, just a little more amplitude. Maybe, a little more energy.
Listen.
You can do your voice, as if someone just told you, hey, here's $100, as opposed to someone saying, hey, your dog died this morning.
This is the problem with podcasting. I mean, the great thing and the horrible thing about podcasting is that anyone can do it, right? Like, even dullards end up making podcasts, and people, I mean, not many of them, but people listen to it.
People listen to garbage.
Yeah. I mean,
we've done 140 shows.
Almost.
Honestly, if you want to count multiple products, we've done a lot more than that.
That's true. God, yeah. If we added up every show that's been on the LBR network since its inception, we'd be over 500, right?
Oh well, I think well over 500.
Yeah, pretty freaking close.
Yeah.
I mean, we've put out a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think
in the 11 years that we've been around,
just from the FF11 days, because Skuro had to go and put all those over to the new website. I think there was 180, close to 200 just there alone.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Okay.
All right, let's continue on with Juxtober.
Oh. It's cold and rainy here, so.
Well, see, that's the great thing about where we're at. It's 90 degrees today. It will be a high of 60 tomorrow.
Must live in Michigan.
And I think it's supposed to rain tonight.
It's supposed to rain tonight.
Is he a Michigander? He sounds like it.
You know what I always love in my podcasts?
Yeah.
When three people from three complete separate ends of the earth end up talking about weather. Like, there's nothing more fascinating. Like
it's not even RP weather.
You know that inane bullshit that people talk to you at the bus stop, or when you're trying to, when you're at the bank.
Literally, hey, how's the weather? How about
you're in the
weather?
middle of a circle jerk, right? Like, one of those things. There's just this inane bullshit conversation that people end up relying on. Yeah. You don't even want to hear it in real life. Why would you want to hear it on a podcast?
Can we go on? I want to hear them update us on the local sports teams.
Oklahoma. As Will Rogers once said, if you don't like the weather here, wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
It's still going. We're still talking about the weather.
I'm glad that we got a Will Rogers quote in there.
And spoiler alert, this guy's actually in Oklahoma, I believe. And so basically every single state ever in the Midwest has that stupid quote where if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, apparently.
That's not unique to your state, bro.
Yeah, that's commonly said here in Michigan and apparently every other state.
I don't know, if you go into Flint, it's if you don't like the weather, you'll get shot.
Oh. Well, that's a little darker.
Or drink the water.
Well, I mean, if you
drink the water, you can become an RPMMORadio fan.
Dang.
I didn't know that drinking Flint water added chromosomes.
No, it just makes you stupid.
It kills you.
Oh.
That was a retard joke, by the way.
Oh.
You had an extra chromosome.
Is that how you become a retard?
That's Down syndrome, you dick.
Oh. Yeah, I did a lot of studying on Down syndrome in my life.
I'm a Down syndromeologist, to be honest.
Chuck's speaking from experience.
That would not surprise.
You just had a kid. You cannot say shit like that without making people worry.
And the fact that you have Down syndrome, right? Like, you have Down syndrome.
That's why it's okay for him to make the jokes.
Or
right?
autism.
Any kind of ism, really.
No, not any kind of ism.
What sort of what brand of retardation do you have?
Awesomeism.
Close enough to autism.
I really thought he was going to be like hypothyroidism.
No, that would explain a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, mostly like 300,
mostly the weight,
300 pounds of it. Yeah.
Hey, do you maybe have hypothyroidism? You should get checked.
Yeah.
He's like, shut up while I play more of these clips.
Let's go back to making fun of other people.
Yeah, right?
Been a couple hot days, and from our favorite month of the year.
We're still going on the weather.
Favorite month of the year, October, Halloween.
Oh,
it's
good.
Fantastic. Of which we actually have something fun planned for our next episode.
Yeah, this isn't boring.
Yeah. And that's basically how it goes. So I'm going to get to the next clip.
Shit.
That was their opening.
Holy shit, that was the opening of the show?
That was the opening 48 seconds, it looks like?
The only way I can think to entertain myself is based on their voices, which one of those two girls would want to sleep with.
Yeah, like if you which one gives you a half chub when you kind of listen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh my God,
and I have to say, the one on Skype not doing herself any favors with Skype or Discord.
Listen,
whatever the fuck
I'm going to be honest. I would rather stick my dick in a vacuum.
At least you're getting sucked that way.
Yeah, is the vacuum turned on?
I mean,
because I am.
DJ Gamer saying, "Are you sure this isn't actually a weather podcast?"
I think you know what I think that's what it is. It is a weather podcast.
Do you remember in FF11 when you could like go to the NPCs that would tell you where the weather in each region was?
Oh yeah,
there was a show for a while that tried to like do that.
Shut the fuck up!
I think it went 2 episodes.
Shut
and I'm
the
sure
fuck up.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
No.
That's a lie.
That's
I
not
would
a lie.
have heard of this mythical show.
What the fuck?
It was like just 2 episodes of people like talking about like different zones. Like,
What
there was like
was
a fake
the name
weather
of
report.
it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
Making shit up.
There's no way. There's no way. We have a lot of Final Fantasy fans in the chat room. There's no one
Please,
that's just going to
someone if you've heard of this, please.
No, everyone just make fun of Ascalia.
Or just make fun of me. Yeah, whatever.
He's making it up. I've never heard of this garbage. I've never heard of this.
You know, there's also a show that was dedicated to finding treasure coffers in different zones. Fuck you.
It was the Mithra Pride podcast.
What?
I made up. Good lord, dude.
Say if you're gonna make it up, at least put a pun on it or play on words.
It's where the kitties are.
Oh, I thought it was Mithropide, like Black Panther Pride.
Oh,
that's what I got. So I'm like,
good lord.
You can have that, I guess.
All right, what's this next clip, Juxta?
All right, so we're gonna move ahead, and we're actually not out of the opening yet, but I'm just cutting out a little bit of the fat.
Oh, great.
So, all right. So
finally, he decides to cut out the fat. This is what it took.
Look at his face. Oh, he didn't see that coming. He did not see that one. That look on his face is shit. I did that to myself.
I'm almost proud.
Okay, the clip.
I'm gonna wait for you to stop laughing.
Carletta says, I did the weather forecast for Frice's VNN a long time ago.
Oh, it was so good.
Okay. People. We don't want to be those people.
We don't want you to be those people either.
Those people. Because let's be honest, we've done all we can do to get the word out for the show, and really, there's nothing that works better than word of mouth.
Okay. We've done all we can do to get the word out for the show. Guess when I learned about this show? when Kooky told us that a podcast had sent us one of their episodes and they were about RP.
Now, to be fair, if they had heard about the Juxtober and then recorded this episode and sent it to us, brilliant marketing.
All right, sure. But they also said they're inspired by us. How have I never heard of a podcast that we inspired? Like, how do you not reach out and you're like, hey, Senpai, we made a podcast because of you guys?
I bet you there's a lot of podcasts that we've inspired.
Yeah,
I think we inspired every single 14 podcasts.
Does that make us like the father of these podcasts?
I mean, to be fair,
we are the daddy of light.
To be fair, like Limit Break Radio was inspired by Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony and Drew and Mike.
Everyone has their.
And when we made it, I never reached out to any of those dumb shits and tried to be like, hey, listen to my video game show.
You reached out to Fusion X about Pet Food Alpha.
It was a different time.
I did. Well, that was actually before I had started Limit Break Radio.
But you were inspired by him.
Not to mention, we have nothing to gain from reaching out to like Opie and Anthony. They're gonna be like, Final Fantasy what?
Let's back that up a little bit. I saw an opportunity with Pet Food Alpha because I heard the show and I was like, wow, this is clearly garbage. I could help make it better. I could make intros and stuff for them. And that's what I offered. I offered my services as a production manager, and
getting an extremely gay vibe.
And they decided,
on you.
Other kind of services, too.
Yeah, they decided to ignore me. Yeah, how did that work out, Fusion?
Got kicked from his raid group.
Yeah.
From anybody that enjoys the show, that there's just something different when somebody that recommends a TV show, like when Friends recommended that what was that show called? Oh, Firefly.
oh, Juxta, you must be so thrilled.
Well, he's not saying anything is Firefly-esque. He's just saying that he got
you
into
know what,
Firefly
you know what,
on a personal recommendation. That's what
I think this podcast is Firefly-esque. That's what I think.
Well, we did not show up for our own 100th episode, so.
Not this podcast, his podcast.
Oh,
yeah,
his RPMMO.
That's right.
You know what?
It's very Firefly-esque. It's meta.
I really hope that they get canceled soon now. I think that would be the best thing that they could do to be the most Firefly-esque.
Make 13 episodes and diss a fucking peer.
What he's doing now is basically, though, what we did in our first 13 episodes is say, like, don't donate us money. He's not saying that. He should, because no one should donate money to him. No. But what he should be saying is, instead of, you can still put it out that way, instead of offering to donate, because, by the way, while we did have some people offering to donate us money back then, we may have exaggerated how many people wanted to.
Right.
No. But the point is, you say, instead of that, spread the word. Bring more people into the community. That's what we really need to grow. That's effectively what he's trying to do. Badly, but... that's his goal.
Well, when you don't have
just so you know, guys, he's this is like minute 2 or 3 of him begging for this. So I cut the beginning part of that out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, that's a little bit.
After it had already been canceled, I was like, "It's canceled. Why the hell would I watch that show? That's stupid." I've watched that show probably 5 or 6 times at this point, even though it's only 13, 14 episodes long.
By the way, if Ashton, if you're looking for a quote that you can put on your website from us, it is definitely, "Why the hell would I watch that?"
One of those things. So we basically, all we could do is we ask you guys if you like what you hear, if you appreciate some of the humor and some of the stuff that we give out there, we would really appreciate it.
Okay.
And be humbled if you
See,
would.
that's why you're not growing, because you're prefacing it with, if you guys like it, if you like our humor, send more people this way, and everyone's like, all right, nobody coming.
Yeah. No, what they should say is "do it or else."
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Do it or else. We know where you live.
That's right. We just got this dachshund puppy.
You can either...
we're gonna flush it down the toilet unless you send the show to 50 people.
Right. You can either play on, having a good product and say, hey, if you guys really enjoyed this, go ahead. Or you can threaten people.
Yeah,
you guys should go for that one.
Go the route that Aniero just mentioned, but instead of a puppy, because people get you arrested for that, just be like, hey, we got this rabbit, and if you don't tell people, we're going to cook it into stew. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You can do whatever the fuck you want to a rabbit.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You ever buy a stewing rabbit from like a county fair?
A stewing rabbit.
Stewing rabbit. You know what those are for?
Stewing?
Yep. You're supposed to skin them and eat them.
Oh, Wargirl says RPMM is the podcast equivalent of a root canal.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Youch. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that we're not going to the logical extension of the Juxtober format and encouraging, albeit subtly, our fans to go to their Facebook page and
their Twitter page.
Yeah, right. And
just upload horrendous shit.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be a horrible thing to do.
Yeah.
And like if we had a producer, she would never ever put those links in the chat.
Yeah, she would never share the link to their Facebook page.
No, absolutely not.
To their Twitter accounts or anything like that.
And if you go there and you happen to say, like or follow them and post horrible shit,
right,
we would certainly not want to hear about it.
What we wouldn't want our fans to do is take like the lemon party photo and like take Escalia, Juxta, and Kahlo's face and put it on the 3 old men blowing each other. Right?
No, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that.
That would be...
I'm specifically telling people, don't do that.
Like, that would be crossing a line, right?
Absolutely, it would be. And that's a line that we would never encourage anyone to cross.
No, never. Anyway.
I don't get it.
All right, let's hear more of this.
Let your guild members know, let other role players know, check in with us, and give us a listen if you can convince them. We'd really appreciate it.
If you can convince them, don't send them any clips
because we can't convince you.
We're fucking out of ideas.
More power when it comes to spreading a word of anything than we ever do. So humbly, we ask that you might consider us worth a couple words of type and passing the word around, because really that's pretty much where we're at this point is just word of mouth, and we would appreciate that. So now that that's over, and
good, yes, it's over.
How far into the show are we actually? Like, not into this clip, but like if you had to guess how far into the show.
I love the fact that people listen to Limit Break Radio, hear us talk essentially about nothing for 24 solid minutes when we open the show, and think that they can get away with doing the same thing.
It's not easy.
It's not,
and by the way, we didn't do it at the beginning of Limit Break Radio because we couldn't. Like, there's a level of chemistry you have to build first before you can do that. Like, would you remember what our first 10 episodes were like? We didn't just bullshit for 24/7.
I mean, we definitely didn't. We definitely didn't do those shows live. I mean, that was one thing.
That whole idea of building chemistry, I have a problem with that because these three, they're never going to have chemistry, ever.
Well, the three we're listening to?
Yeah, no, they should just not mix with society.
I think it's difficult. I think it's also difficult to figure out chemistry if you're not in the same room. I mean, that's and to put the mean roasting bullshit aside for a second, I think that is a very big problem that a lot of shows that do either have like a ISDN in cast or a Skyped in cast or something like that. Even us doing the show almost every week and being able to develop a dynamic between each other in the room, we still struggle when we have to do a show over Skype.
Sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It is difficult to get a good groove going.
And how long did it take us to get into the groove with having Nika? Only one of our hosts coming over Skype. It took us a while before she knew when it's safe for her to jump in. We talked over each other for a good 20 episodes.
Still doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
what is this?
What?
What is this used to bullshit?
Yeah,
it's not bad like it was though. It was way worse at one time.
I mean, I'll grant you that is that it probably was worse, but yeah, I mean, it's a difficult aspect to trying to manage a show. I'll give you that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that either. Like in terms of a rational solution, I
wouldn't do a podcast that involves being over Skype at this point. And not to discourage you, but I'm just saying it's in the first minute of the clips that we were listening to, we were able to say oh, this show's being done over Discord or Skype. You knew immediately.
But the thing is though, is that I hear more and more radio shows where it sounds like one of the people is either over ISDN or over Skype.
Right, and it sounds like butt there too.
Oh no, it does. It totally sounds like balls, but I think that this is just the way that kind of broadcasting is moving.
Ugh.
Which sucks, because I definitely think if you are gonna do something where you've got people physically removed from one another, that you do need to spend some time at least physically near each other to build a dynamic.
Yeah, you should know those people pretty well,
right?
And when you're in person and you see how people react to the things you say, you at least have a context for what your chemistry is going to be like. Then when you do have to do a show on Skype or something like that, you can have an idea of how people are going to play off each other.
Right.
This is kind of cute. Lloyd in the chat says, to a point, also hard letting 5 people into one discussion at once. That's why Juxta's silent most of the time.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, no. That's not the reason.
I just let these other chuckle fucks talk.
Because he has nothing to say.
Yeah, that's more accurate. All right, let's continue on with Juxtober.
A wider audience.
Get off your knees, Ashton.
I was on my knees for actually a completely different reason.
That was hang on. The Hole actually said a funny joke.
That's correct.
And then he stepped all over it.
You killed it.
He fucking ruined it.
See, Aniero, here's the thing. You misproperly labeled a hole. Because jazz is not a hole.
No.
Wait, Jazz is the
hole. So we've got a male hole.
We do.
Jazz is the one who's not on the voice program, right?
Jazz is on Discord.
One of them sounds worse than the other one.
Yeah, that's Jazz, and that's the Discord person.
Oh, so that was Dib that we just heard talk?
No, that was
that Dib or Jazz?
I don't think it's Dib. I think I got the wrong name again. What are their names?
Let's try again.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
It's Ashen, Dib, and Jazz.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's Dib, because that's the name
Dib,
from Invaders.
Sib.
Okay.
Jesus.
God, your names are horrible.
Around, because really that's pretty much where we're at this point is just word of mouth.
Is sucking dick. That's where you're at.
That. So
now,
all
right, here we go.
And I'm done pleading and begging for a wider audience.
Get off your knees, Ashton.
I was on my knees for actually a completely different reason.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
No, just let her joke go. That's all you had to do.
Boo. That's it.
All you had to do was like, oh, you got me. That's all you needed.
That's an Escalia moment where you're like, yep, all right, fine.
Honestly, he did not need to come in and step on that punchline. Like basically, he just reiterated. He double punched the punchline.
I mean, you either have to take it like you just got burned and play that up for humor, or do what I do and just go way over the fucking top with it.
I mean, that's right. Kudos to him. He's trying to keep the women down and from rising up. But I don't know. I think your show would have been stronger had you not done that.
Ugh. I hate hearing jokes that get the wind taken out of their sails.
Yeah.
That is 100% what happened.
When it was the first funny thing anyone said the whole show, too.
It really is. Like, it got
7 minutes in.
It got a chuckle out of me. Like,
yeah,
I was like
finally.
Someone said something. And then he immediately comes in and just explain, because that's what makes a joke really great.
He mansplained it.
Oh my God! He does. He comes in and he mansplains the fucking punchline. Holy
but
shit.
to be fair, you can't really expect a woman to have a punchline, okay?
Oh, holy shit. What a douche.
What a douche nozzle.
Oh my God. All right, let's keep going.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
No!
What year is it?
Oh my God, you didn't! What?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Is this real life?
That joke wouldn't have been funny in 2000.
Is this real life?
Grab him by the pussy.
What is this, 90s Conan? What is wrong with you?
Ashton, how old are you?
Oh my God. He goes to a fucking Clinton getting a beeger joke? Come on. Do you know how many sex scandals have happened since then? Jesus, if you
this is in October, you could have made a Weinstein joke.
Oh my God, you could. The fact that you didn't swing at a fucking Weinstein joke really embarrasses the shit out of me, personally.
No, you know what? Mooney Tenkaichi, don't you defend him. Has nothing to do with whether or not it was a bad joke. It's 2017.
Oh God.
God, he's like Duke Nukem with his outdated references.
Dude, I mean, like, he could have made an Anthony Weiner joke and at least been in the right decade. Oh my God. What the fuck?
A Cosby joke, yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
He did an impression. Oh my gosh.
You like sucking that dick, Theo? Want you to play with my balls, Rudy?
Oh God, I love House of Cosby.
Yeah,
I wish that show had gone on for 100 episodes.
I don't know where it would have gone. By the time it got to the last episode, I don't know where there was left to go.
But that's what's great about it. You don't know where it's going the next episode.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You guys all right? I don't know if we can top that.
I am almost at the point where I need to tap out. This is fucking. This is embarrassing. Go back. Hang on.
Okay, so wait. Not only did he kill her joke, but he
follows it up. He follows it up with Bill. Hang on. I need to hear all of this as one take, uninterrupted, as it appeared on the show.
Okay, here we go.
Pleading and begging for a wider audience.
Get off your knees, Ashton.
I was on my knees for actually a completely different reason.
Oh, okay.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And
I'm more mad at Sib and Jazz for laughing.
Why would
they should have given him no end of shit over that. Sib, Jazz, when you guys hear this, when he does stupid shit like that, call him out, make him look like an idiot, and remind him that he's the hole on this show.
And you know what? Though you could tell those were fake laughs, so they knew what they were doing was wrong.
Oh yeah,
the har har was more real than those laughs.
In this instance, he's SE putting out shit content. You guys are like, oh yeah, good job, SE.
Yeah, you guys are just guzzling it down like so many dated jokes.
Fondle the balls.
I feel like I need to hear it one more time. I need to hear it one more time because I just like I
doesn't even believe that joke he's making.
Like I just want to hear what the response in the room here is. Not on the show, but in here. So just go ahead and give it to us one more time.
Pleading and begging for a wider audience.
Get off your knees, Ashton.
I was on my knees for actually a completely different reason.
Oh, okay.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh God.
My mind.
Yeesh.
Well,
did you hear when he stepped on her joke too? The way she's like, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
like yeah, you're gonna do that, sure,
right."
Mm-hmm.
You hear that silence? This is exactly what Jizz and Jazz should have given.
Yes, dead silence.
There's nothing.
He should be wondering whether his internet dropped.
Boo. Boo. I say boo to you, sir. How do you not have the crickets drop queued up?
Oh, because you said you wanted silence.
Not the whole time. We're not blind
It's
monkey.
ear-shattering.
It's so loud.
It is.
Wow. Okay, that was that. So that's the opening of the show. How many? We're you said 7 minutes into the show. At this point?
long?
Yeah.
How long is?
How long is the show?
Yeah. How long is an episode?
It is 2 hours.
Oh my
Bullshit.
God!
You can't be inspired by Limit Break Radio and not do the 3 hours we do.
2 fucking hours?
Fucking fakers.
I know. They can be fakers all they want. It's against the Geneva Convention to do 3 hours of that.
2 hours? Jesus.
Who okay, so what percentage of people have finished an episode of the show? Because I know that they've done 19 episodes. I'm sure someone actually downloads and listens.
Juxta listened to at least one episode.
He's the first.
Come on.
Their average time spent listening. See, that's the thing, is that the fact that you listened for one show from beginning to end took their total time spent listening, or their average time spent listening, from about 18 seconds before people bailed out. And the fact that you made it all the way to the end, now their data is totally skewed, and they think that people are listening to 32 minutes of every show. Way to go.
You told me to do it.
Well, yeah, you did your job.
Yeah.
And even the guy who listened all the way to the end was paid.
Yeah, he was.
All right.
All right. So do we want to go on to the to Aniero's favorite segment?
No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
No, they don't. Oh my God, they do.
But no cigar.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a
right, so-
what a mustache twirling laugh that was.
Sounded like a Scalia's Spark impression.
If we're making dated presidential references, that sounded like George W. Bush's laugh right there.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Okay, see, that's still even more recent than Clinton.
Yeah.
Chronologically,
I thought you were gonna go back to Taft, be like if Taft was twirling his mustache.
Taft was well known for his laugh. That's what people remember him for.
But his mustache, perfect for twirling.
There was a huge argument over who would get to be Taft's vice president because everyone was like, that guy ain't gonna live very long. Actual thing that happened.
Well, hopefully Jizz and Jazz are having that same conversation. Who gets the main host after we kill him?
By the way, Taft looked like he ate his first vice president.
Yeah, and he died from it shortly after. What did he last 30 days in office?
Not long. Anyway,
all right, take us through our favorite segment.
Ladies, what have we been doing in roleplay the last 2 weeks?
Okay, not even in game. What have you been doing in roleplay recently?
This is your roleplay personal update. We have made it. We have gotten to the hackiest bit in podcasting.
Lloyd in the chat says slap some asses like JFK. How about you just fucking eat a bullet like JFK?
Oh, jeez.
Back and to the left, motherfucker.
Oh,
I
want to vomit.
After
so
literally just last week.
I'm not saying kill yourself. I'm saying drive down a crowded boulevard in Dallas and be shot by a simpleton with a $20 rifle out of a window.
If you hold up a sign that says LGBT pride, I promise someone will do it.
I mean, it is Texas.
Absolutely.
We have a lot. Oh my God, we have so many listeners in Texas.
We do.
We have so many listeners in Texas.
We do indeed,
and they're all gonna hate us now.
Yeah, well, you know,
they're Texans. What are they gonna do?
Shoot us.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Come north and shoot us.
Don't worry, we're safe in Detroit.
We have like 10 states between us. We're fine.
No, historically speaking, that's exactly what happens. They were going to march north.
Oh yeah,
it's not as cold as it used to be.
You know what? If
it is, you can just wait 5 minutes.
You know what?
Fuck off. Fuck you.
If Texas broke off from the federal government anymore, I think I'd just move to Texas. Just the federal government's even worse.
I don't know if I'd get shot in Texas if they got to be their own country.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
No, move to Austin. You're fine.
I can move to like 2 states in this country.
No, Austin, you would be fine in Austin. It's like Portland in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, honestly. Like I spent most of the day in Austin. It was beautiful. It was like a college town. There's a lake. It looks like somewhere in the Northeast, and it is. There was like a thing like keep Austin weird, and I'm just like, oh fuck, you're like Portland Junior.
Zero in the chat says Michigan should become its own country. Yes, but only in that the rest of this country should disown us.
Yeah,
I mean, who would run it?
Coleman Young.
Oh God. Michigan militia.
Oh God, dude! Like you want to go to the deep south? All you have to do is go about 2 hours to our southwest. Like right around here in this state is terrifying.
Oh yeah.
That like you
spend some time in Clare County and then get back to me.
Speaking of terrifying, let's hear about these RP updates.
But seriously, dude, we just last week we did like 30 minutes on how this is the schlockiest worst bit in podcasting.
It is. Please, I beg of you, if you do a podcast, stop doing personal updates.
This isn't even just a message to RPMMORadio. This is to every podcast
because they all do it.
Off.
They all
no
do it.
one cares.
Oh my God.
Or at least just don't like if you're going to do it, kind of hide it. Don't be like, and now it's time for personal updates.
Exactly. No, if something interesting happens to you, make that a segment of the show.
So this week I was doing blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Like,
just do it as like,
discuss it.
This ridiculous shit happened to me this week. Like, Aniero, you had ridiculous shit happen to you in game last night.
Yeah. Why don't you give us your personal update, Aniero?
Oh my gosh.
God.
I would like you to update us personally.
In person, give your update personally.
He doesn't want to tell the story anymore.
No. I'm just waiting until after Juxtober to tell it because it's going to be a thing unto itself. I mean, unless we want to devote 30 minutes to it in the middle of personal updates.
I think it's a good thing to end on. We'll end on it.
I mean,
it makes sense to do it during the personal update.
I just don't want to ruin their personal updates because everyone is super invested in what these 3 individuals are doing in RP.
I really want to know what was happening in RP. Like, did someone mistell an ERP session in the link shell? Because that would have been really embarrassing.
Whoa! Come on, this is RPMMO. Like, we don't really touch the ERP kind of thing.
What's the point then?
What?
Like, if you're not going to get off, why are you role playing? I don't get it.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. To RP. To RP or not to RP?
But why?
Let's find out.
I mean, you can go 3 if you want, but it kind of overlaps with the last show.
Just role playing, developing my current main, which is Ciel's role play.
What have I been doing in roleplay? Developing my character. Oh, good job. Good job. Great. Awesome. Cool.
This is exactly why personal updates are fucking stupid. This is why it's the worst segment.
I thought we were getting like little mini novels, like, oh, this is what my character did, but she's just like, just been developing. Been spending some time in the study, knocking that new novel out. It's coming. It's gonna be ready soon. I think I'm really onto something here. People over at DeviantArt, they really love it. It's like 4 out of 5 stars right now.
Oh my God.
Interesting man, and she's kind of circling him, trying to figure out if she's serious about him or not.
She's trying to figure herself out, guys.
She's trying to figure out if she's gonna be serious about this other guy.
Is this new dude really the one? Because
she's trying to figure that out.
He feels like it, but you never know.
Is there like a fucking Cosmo quiz that she can take to find out?
Well, I mean, it'd be like a Heidelin quiz or something like that. Not Cosmo. In 14.
I fucking hate you. You're the worst. I swear to God, that got... you see how there was no response in the room to that joke? How we just sat here and stared at him like a fucking moron.
We saw the potential. Like, if he would have riffed on it and came up with what it actually would have been called, that'd have been great. But instead, he's just like, here's where a joke could have went. And we're like, yeah, Yeah, a joke could have went there. Congratulations.
Thanks for identifying it and noticing the moment.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to move right on.
Yeah, press play, Ashen.
I don't like that.
I know you don't.
It's always fun, the cat and mouse game, in a relationship.
Jesus.
Even more than when you actually catch them, because then it can get really stale really fast if you're not careful. Just like a real relationship. Not looking
It's the build-up. It's the build-up.
Suddenly they're reading from Cosmo.
Can I borrow that gun to kill myself? Is that possible? Who's got that gun? Who's got the shotgun?
We could just jump out the window. If you aim for the fence, I'm pretty sure that point of impact will just snap your spine.
I mean, maybe
you had a switchblade in here at one point. Is it still here? Can I cut my wrist open?
This is fucking dreadful.
Fruit rotation is like, oh my fucking god, this has to stop. No, it goes on for 2 hours.
We're only in minute 8, bro.
Yeah.
Minute 8.
Oh, jeez. Wait, a minute 8?
No. We're at minute 8.
Minute number 8.
Okay.
8 minutes.
Oh, jeez. I'm like, time dilation is happening. This is so bad.
Time compression.
This is the black hole of podcasting.
Listen,
if we did this every week, we actually could do 3 hours. We're almost in hour 3 right now.
Listen, I have smoked my brain out with pot. I've never experienced time dilation like this. This is taking forever.
Evil hippies saying cut long ways, crosswise it's just a cry for help. No, this podcast is a cry for help.
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand what's happening. I've eaten edibles. I've smoked concentrate before. Like, I've experienced time dilation in like the strictest like drug sense of the word. I've taken mushrooms. I've taken acid.
Do you think
I have never? I keep looking at our record time because I keep going. We've got to be at like 2.5 hours. An hour 44. We're at an hour 44. I feel like
we've been listening to this for 45 minutes, effectively.
I feel like we have been listening to this for 45 hours.
Maybe you're in a drug-induced coma right now. Maybe you never woke up this morning.
If we do our show like this, we can do a 20-minute show and say it's 3 hours.
No.
No one will know.
I think I know the problem. I haven't had enough drugs yet to be able to do this. So I'm going to go rectify that situation.
He is going to do drugs.
You're going to miss the personal update.
Oh, no.
It's going to get personal. Literally.
Oh, jeez. Go.
Yeah, play it.
Games are silly, but,
no, never.
After the show, we need to have a talk.
Who? What?
Nothing. Oh, love you.
What just happened?
Right?
Wait. No, what happened there?
Right? Hold on. Is Ashen and Jizz in a relationship?
Ashen and Sib?
Jizz.
Jizz? Maybe?
Okay, but is this a real...
I don't...
Is it a real relationship or is it just a role play relationship?
I don't know. That's the fucked up thing is I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, wait. Just go back and play that. What the heck? Because they're just coming out of the personal update, right?
Let's hear it in one go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. I heard lesbians. And now I'm back in.
You did not.
Automatically back in.
We didn't say lesbians.
No, but I heard
Ashen
Jizz and Jazz are in a relationship.
No, Ashen and Jizz, I think, are in a relationship.
Ashen and Jizz. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Remember, Jazz is asexual. She doesn't like sex.
I'm out again. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
I'm going to go do my drugs now.
All right, have fun drugging.
Damn it.
All right,
I'm excited over lesbians.
Here's the one take, all right? Let's see if we can catch it this time.
All right.
Best if you're not careful. Just like a real relationship. Not looking
It's the build-up. It's the build-up.
Not naming any names. Games are silly, but,
no, never.
After the show, we need to have a talk.
Oh, the joke was
Nothing.
that because they're in a relationship now, it's gotten stale because they're not chasing each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that isn't funny though.
No. Ashen or Jizz, either one of you. You know, I don't. It's not a man-woman thing. One of you should maybe think about having an affair.
Yeah, definitely. He says it. They've been married 6.5 years. 7-year itch. We're there. We're coming up on the 7-year itch, man.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to suggest you do.
Do not use your podcast as a pickup line.
No.
It will not work.
Obviously. Ashen, send a picture of yourself to Ascalia. So if he's interested, there's your affair. Jizz, you do the same to me. There you go.
But I can take both.
Don't be greedy. I mean, if they're both ugly, fine. Have both of them. By all means. But yeah.
All right, keep this mess going.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Because, marital affairs are exciting podcasting.
Not as exciting as cancer babies, but it's almost there.
Yeah, it's close.
So
I've got popcorn to throw tonight. So.
That's true. She was making popcorn for the shows. So she's kind of finally coming out of her, I don't know.
Closet? Say closet. Please say closet.
Personality wall shell.
Damn it.
As it were.
Wasn't closet.
Something like that.
So, all right, in their personal update, they had a little, some marital barbs traded back and forth, followed by, we're making popcorn.
And he wanted to make a joke out of that. He's like, yeah, popcorn.
That isn't funny. There's no bit to make there. Oh, no.
None of this is funny at all.
That's a drop.
Yeah, give me that drop.
No, not
really?
now. No, not now. Oh, God.
Not if you have to click through more than one page for it. Hit the play button.
So that's primarily what we do. And also our guild is still growing, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, usually she's sort of predatory when it comes to men, and just like, she's just like uses them and throws them out.
Oh, okay.
Holy crap!
Are we still talking about jizz right now?
I think so.
I don't know.
If you've been married for 6.5 years, how?
This was funny at all.
She's preying on men and throwing them away.
Damn.
That's what she does in RP land. I guess.
Holy shit.
I don't know if I'm the right kind of high to make this show listenable, but we'll find out.
You look blitzed out of your goddamn mind.
We'll find out. I tried. I
You look like you tried.
Made an effort.
Okay. Well, keep going.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, she maintains friendships with all of them.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, like emotionally.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
Emotionally, she's not.
Sid's relationships.
All right, so first
we're
of
still
all,
on personal updates?
Yeah, we're still on personal
Oh my God, the time dilation is even worse.
Aniero, Ashen and Jizz have been married for 6.5 years.
Yeah, we also found out in that time that their relationship has grown stale, and Ashen at least is starting to feel the 7-year itch.
Well, the reason that Jizz isn't is because she has all these guys on the side that she's preying on and using emotionally.
Predatorily.
Okay, so Dr. Aniero is going to write you a prescription here, and it's for a good old-fashioned session of cuckolding.
Yeah, no, it's time to...
That'll fix your little red wagon.
It's time to cheat.
That's right. She needs to get some fucking good pipe laid.
I think she is getting the pipe laid. He's not. He's not laying any.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's not laying any, she can't be getting any unless she's getting it somewhere else.
Yeah, she's getting it in the E world.
That E pipe is
that E pipe.
That E pipe.
Laying that E pipe.
Forgot about that E pipe. Of course, that all-consuming E pipe. Who can forget about that?
What is this? Can we move to somebody else's personal updates? I want to know what's going on with Jazz. What's Jazz been up to?
Thanks for the screwing.
Yeah,
Hang on.
Was that a drop or was that
Hang on.
I mean, it probably should be.
Wind that one back.
That was Ashen.
Let's hear that again. Yeah, let's hear that again.
Emotionally, she's not connected to them. No, they're just friends.
Thanks for the screwing.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a good drop. I actually like that.
Thanks for the screwing.
Thanks for the screwing.
It's not what he says, it's the way that he says it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the screwing. That giggity. I expected the giggity after it. It's like so telegraphed.
Yeah.
At that point.
All right, keep going.
Just like, thanks, and she moves on because that's not her thing. It's not. She doesn't want a relationship. This guy wanted a relationship and was very candid with her up front, and so that's never happened before.
Something a little more straightforward.
All right, so this is a conversation I had to have with a friend very recently because she was breaking up with her boyfriend and she was very concerned.
Hold on, stop. We need to set context. Is this in a RP world
or is this in the real world?
Real world.
This is a real world thing that happened.
Well, this has no basis in this RPMMORadio whatsoever.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my God.
She was concerned that people were going to have a problem with her breaking up with her boyfriend, and what I told her was, no one gives a fuck about your relationship for more than 2 seconds.
That's right.
And that's what they need to understand here. No one cares.
Yeah, unless you're talking like about something that's interesting in a wider aspect.
Right, if you're breaking up because you found out he's a secret agent or something, if you can make it interesting, great.
Or if you were fucking her in the ass and accidentally donkey punched her last night. You know what I mean?
How do you accidentally donkey punch?
Well,
what's more realistic is he donkey punched her, but it wasn't hard enough, so now you have to play it off as an accident.
Well, here's what happened to me once, right?
You're getting fucked in the ass and you got donkey punched and you didn't pass out?
That's right, yes, absolutely.
Damn.
No, the headboard. If you notice, on my current bed, I have no headboard. Yeah. That's because I fucked it off of my bed frame.
Why were you fucking your furniture?
I was fucking my girlfriend on the furniture. And it hit her in the head.
Jesus.
And it knocked her out.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And I was left with a moment.
Well, wait, did you finish up?
Exactly.
Do I keep
That
going?
was my first thought. Like, well,
because you either got to call 911 or finish up.
I mean, she was still breathing.
So you finished up.
I mean,
all right. Were you close?
Well,
or was this like another 10 minutes?
It unlocked a whole different. It unlocked a whole different kink in my life.
That's a slippery slope. Okay, that's like the first episode to a serial killer drama on Netflix that I watched. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think he finished.
He's right though. You do have to take the headboard off because you think, well, here, just slide down a little bit, but you just end up back at the headboard again. So take it off.
I'm just saying, like, it can be a dangerous game, that fucking.
Yes.
For more for some than others.
All right. Can we just like move? Is this segment almost over?
Yoshi Yuki says NCIS wouldn't touch this one.
My DNA was all over that scene.
Would Special Victims Unit?
Got iced tea. So you're saying that this guy gets off on like hitting girls' heads on the headboard, knocking them out, fucking them.
Fucking Christopher Peroni's there just squinting at things.
Poloni.
Whatever.
Peroni.
Christopher Pierogi.
Diamolos says, okay, I'm convinced Aniero actually went to smoke something. He absolutely did.
That was the funniest fucking thing that we have heard all day so far. Some shit that we said.
All right. First of all, the fact
I think we know why it's so funny. Aniero.
The fact that anybody in the chat thought for a moment, oh yeah, Aniero going out of the room to do drugs is a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you haven't watched much of the show. This episode of LBR was brought to you by Dick Wolf.
Bong bong.
Oh jeez. How was your bong bong, by the way?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was not bad.
All right, let's listen to more.
It's definitely made this train wreck a little bit more listenable.
Can we get to somebody else's personal update?
Okay, let's move on. Okay, we can go to the next personal update.
Oh, thank fucking God.
All right.
How many clips are left? Because we have an hour. We still need to get to the other one.
We are not, okay, because I can see the bar. We are not even like 15% the way through this first video.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. All right. How many more clips are there?
Well, that was just clip number 2, basically.
Oh my God. Although you didn't pick out as many clips for these as you did for the blind monkey. Let me take a look here.
All right, well, let's. Okay,
let's let him.
We got this, man. Come on. All right, so
he's doing it.
In this next personal update, the storyteller has a very funny story she wants to share with us about RPing. Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I'm ready for a funny story.
Okay.
So I rolled up a man.
Role reversal.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
I rolled up a man.
Does she mean that she rolled one up like in a carpet after she killed him?
That's what I was thinking. This got super interesting.
It's like not interesting. He started playing as a girl character, and she started playing as a man character.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
All right. I'm saying, like, you're not exactly breaking new ground with playing a character of the opposite sex.
I was going to say, Ascalia the MMO, is that what we're at now?
Yeah.
RP, Ascalia the RP.
All right. Well, Ascalia basically.
This isn't even part of the clip.
Women.
Come on. Can we focus here? Can we focus? Jesus.
I'm not really good at the guy character, but I'm
I wonder
trying.
why.
And
No, you've not been bad at it. It's just he's just quiet, which
Yeah.
for a lot of guys is pretty standard too. I mean, look at our son.
Oh, no. Okay. You know what? We need a timeout. We need a timeout for a minute. All right. We need to get real with you. Okay. You need to get him checked for autism. Because judging by everything that I've heard so far, he might have the Down syndrome.
If it is. Jesus.
Gallon CP says, "I wish this guy was quiet."
Wow. Does he have problem making eye contact as well? I mean,
how good is he with blocks?
You know, I have a test for you. Next time you feed him dinner, let his fruit cocktail touch his salad. See how he reacts.
Oh my God!
All right,
Jesus.
Continue.
you have to tell a really funny story because I thought I was gonna die laughing.
I hope.
Oh my God!
She's really building this one up.
She thought she was going to die laughing.
I think this podcast will kill me, but not because of laughter.
Do you think
you would be surprised? This is a really funny story.
Do you think that no one laughs, or they get so?
Do they get a pity chuckle out of me? Because I will give a pity chuckle on occasion.
Like a forced laugh sort of situation, right?
Are we talking about what the hosts do or what we do?
What the hosts do.
Oh, I think they all laugh.
You think it's a forced
It's an obligatory.
laugh?
They laugh because they had to.
Does
they have to, or because it's funny ass shit?
No, they laugh because they have to.
Does the story? Do you think the story ends up petering out? Like you know how like you can tell someone has lost the thread of the story.
Yeah,
and they kind of generally it'll wrap up with like yeah, but you had to be there.
I think she forgets what the funny part of the story is, or it takes way too long to get to it.
Either way, she
like
gets
it's way too much build up for not enough of a laugh.
Does she laugh at her own story?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, she laughs at her own story.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, let's find out. I think this is an interesting prediction here.
All right, here we go.
Right.
Guild that you're in, it's very serious, I'll say.
Mm-hmm. Especially, in character, very serious attitude.
Because when you're telling a hilarious story, it's really funny if you tell it like this.
It's
especially over Discord.
Dramatic pauses.
It's called
know
William Shatner is in the room.
Not so much.
Yeah, well, in character, it's very serious, and it's all done mere guild.
In character, this is very serious.
All right, hold up. We just had our first chuckle out of her at her own story.
Noted.
At their, they do sermons one night a week. I can't remember what night. What is it?
They go to RP church.
Oh my God. There's nothing in this entire world I want to do less. RP church?
Okay. RP church. They're doing it willingly, okay? So it has to have some kind of like really nice hook to it. People want to go and do this, okay? So just
no.
Keep an open mind.
Hang on. I need a serious RP free company. There's no guarantee people are doing it willingly.
Hang on. I need to know. I have to know. Is this like church service that happens to happen in MMO? Like real life church service? We're just using an MMO.
No, they're praying to Heidelin or to the 12.
I hope it's
guarantee.
I hope it's the Church of Orthos and there's like some tentacle shit going on.
See, like I actually think that the latter I would be more okay with.
Yeah, no, they are definitely worshiping the 12 or someone like that. It is an in-game deity that they're worshiping.
It's not like Catholic service held over FF14.
No, absolutely not. If there's, like he was saying, there's a serious like role play free company, they absolutely are worshiping the 12, and they absolutely have mandatory attendance for it.
So someone's actually written a sermon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
You think they have a different sermon every week?
I like role playing. I've said that on the show before, but I can't stand this garbage. Like for like serious RP companies, I fucking hate them. Like I can't stand that garbage. Mandatory attendance to an RP event, go kill yourself.
You know what? These are probably the type of people that if you're out of character without like specifically saying so or something, you get strikes.
Yeah, no, that another thing. Yeah, if you don't like list yourself as OOC or use the OOC link shell chat,
it's just OC. They don't use the little O. It's IC and OC.
Oh.
They just dropped that middle O.
Oh.
Not enough time for it. You need to RP more.
All right, ready?
Yep.
No, I'm not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready, Juxta.
Get ready.
I think I gotta tap out.
Prepare your
Get
butthole.
the fuck out of here. We're not doing 2-hour shows yet. Piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, you're in that hour stretch.
but we've got a whole nother show that we've got to get to.
We still
we've got a whole nother podcast.
Okay, so you mean tap out of this?
Yes.
Can we at least hear the funny story? To see if Escalia's prediction is right.
Yeah, I want to see if my prediction
We gotta get through this extremely funny stuff.
Okay,
fine.
funny
Play it in
story.
its entirety.
This is so painful.
The whole clip. Go.
Out these words.
It's basically like the Catholic version, the Catholic version of the prayers that you say.
Yeah.
You all say in unison after the preacher says
Amen.
it. Yeah.
What?
He's establishing that in this church, like you say,
it's
the
a call
12
and
with you.
response. Okay.
Yeah, the 12 with you and also with you.
It's a cult.
I can't type that fast.
Hey, Altadun Elm Civi.
Yeah. So I was copying and pasting into the thing. Well, the first time I got it right. The second time I recopied what I had, and somebody goes, oops.
They changed it from Vivek or from Almalexia to Vivek.
Oh my God!
The story is that she said the wrong thing in church.
I hope she got an RP strike for that.
Oh no! Oh, this hurts.
She said the wrong thing in church.
Which then outs her as being a copy and paster.
And he fucking steps all over to explain it.
Mansplaining.
Like she's so shitty at telling the story. Listen, and I get it. Listen, I get it. I've been in a relationship with a woman who could not tell a story to save her fucking life. If she was drowning and telling a story would get her to shore, she'd be dead. If you had to convince one person with 45 words to pick you up and put you in their boat, she would have. Every person that would have just sailed past her would have just watched her fucking drown. She was that bad at telling stories. Okay, so I understand. I totally understand the like desire to want to step in and take control and be like, okay, someone needs to shut you up or else this is going to go on 17 different tangents that don't go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like she well, I started off and I was in church
the second time.
and I was wearing these great shoes. They were this great color. It was gold, but it wasn't quite gold. It was sort of like like there was a little bit of maroon in there. And you know what? I think it would be really cool if I was able to turn them green, but I'm not able to turn them green. And it's just like, what the fuck are you actually what are you trying to say to me? Like, stop talking about dumb shit that is not related to it. And of course this guy is stuck with his girlfriend on the podcast, which I've also been in that situation too. And that is just misery. That is misery in podcast form.
Yep.
There is nothing.
I think it's great that you do that show. It's something we could do together.
Oh
it's
my
not.
God!
Go
No,
away.
Stop it! Stop it! It's the only time that I get to be away from your nagging, braying, dumb bullshit. It's the only time that I don't get to hear your stupid meandering stories.
This is my happiness time.
Yeah, now I have to try to explain it to an unrelated group of people when I can barely fucking stand it in the first place. I understand. I have been there. I have totally been there. I did, but that's why I blew up my 10-year relationship and walked away from it because I was just like, I can't stand.
Well, it was either going to end in you leaving or a murder.
Right, I was going to say, ironically, that whole drowning scenario, that's how the relationship made him feel. That's why we call her the Flood.
All right, are we tapping out on this?
Oh, come on. You got to listen to the end of the story, though.
That's not the end?
What?
That's not the end?
No!
Are you kidding?
What are you... Oh, my God. Fucking get
Plus, you got to see if Escali's prediction is right about how funny it is.
All right, fucking play it then. Jesus.
One little word at the end, okay? Anyway, so somebody called me out on it, and I was like, oops. And Ashton's sitting there behind me, and he goes, just don't do it again. And I said, okay. So the next time they called it out, I copied the line, but I copied, like, the guy's name and the timestamp, and I pasted it in there, and I pressed enter.
And this was what's great about this is because that line in
Yes, please explain what's great about it.
It's shouted.
It's
so
shouted.
It was /yelled too, so it went really far.
I just really. So everyone's like,
strike 2 in the RP server. One more and you're out.
Who was
you had to go get an identity change?
Who was over laughing? Was that
was Jazz?
Was that the girl telling the story?
No,
that was the other
Jazz.
one. Okay.
Aniero, you look like you've been through a war right now.
I was having fun when this bit started.
This podcast is harrowing.
At about 1 o'clock, I was so ready for today.
You look exactly how we looked when we got back from E3. Like when we finally got back to your place at the end of E3.
I can't believe that this is real.
All right. I'm done with this show.
I can't. Is that it? Was that it? Was that the story?
Oh
my God.
That's basically the story.
That's the story. Now,
that's basically the story. There's more to it than that. There's more to that clip.
Let's find out.
cheater in the guild chat, and I'm like, I turned beet red. And even the guy doing the sermon sent me a tail going, cheater.
Cheater.
The priest. Face. And I was
it's
like,
cheating to copy and paste.
I'm so embarrassed.
So embarrassed.
It was pretty funny.
It was not.
I know it happens, but that one just blew me away. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
That story sucked.
Even the priest called her a cheater with a smiley face.
That story sucked. That was terrible.
That was a really funny story, you guys.
No, nothing was funny about it.
Not so desperate housewives of Eorzea.
Wow. That was
Foos Rodation. This is worse than listening to Simply Juxta for 24 hours.
I think we found our next week's marathon. Simply Juxta for 24 hours.
There's not 24 hours of Simply Juxta.
No, I know. We'd have to do a lot of repeats.
Well, if we do an advertisement every 5 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Now, I know you want to tap out.
Oh, jeez.
But they do steal my bit where they do a sponsored ad.
No.
Mid-show at the halfway mark.
No.
Okay.
I think we need to listen to this.
Yeah, play it.
Hang on. When you first heard this, Juxta, what was your reaction?
What do you mean first heard? Like the whole thing?
No, when you first heard this bit. Did you have to pause it? Could you believe what you were hearing?
Luckily, I didn't have a delivery in the car at the time because I had to pull over and I physically vomited.
No, you didn't. You actually vomited.
It was really bad.
Oh no. All right, let's hear it.
Oh,
let's hear this mess.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So, well, I appreciate you calling in, Mikey.
Thanks.
Oh, they have calls.
Yeah, I hope we answered your questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I always
I
like to have deep conversations.
Yeah. Well, quit it. We're very surface people here.
Oh, stop.
Especially Jazz. It's very superficial. But no, appreciate you calling in, Mikey. Hope you have a good night, and thanks for listening.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
See you guys later.
See ya.
The overextended goodbye.
Before we get to JD Exile,
I mean, they're being very cordial to the guy. You know,
just cut him off. You're already at an hour.
I mean, just like I don't know.
Good luck, fucker, and you hang up.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's how you do it.
By the way, I just want to point out that the hour that we skipped was actually them commenting on our Rape Tavern segment that we did on FEC News.
Oh, what'd they think of it?
I mean, they didn't like it at all. So, they didn't like the fact that there are rape taverns and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so it was a commentary on that.
You don't need to worry because we found out that that's total bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
We tried.
Yeah. It's pretty much just your ilk that hang out in a tavern. That's it.
We tried to go get rapes in a tavern.
And we tried.
We even were revealing clothing.
We were asking for it. We were literally asking for it. Damn. Sorry, I beat you to it.
Yeah.
All right. What's this ad?
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
That was basically just our news segment, and we're an hour and 10 minutes into the show.
Well, this is based off FEC.
It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long one. So before we get to our main topic here, and we'll get to you here in just a couple minutes here, Mike, or not Mikey, but Jay the Exile. We'll go ahead and do a word from our sponsor.
Oh, no.
Announcing it. Great.
No!
Oh, no.
Okay, I just forgot how to do it.
Oh, no! Oh,
Word from our
no!
sponsor.
Cut that.
I'm sorry. I'm blanking. I'm supposed to do an English accent, and it's...
he's pulling a Nika!
All I
He
can think
is
is Scottish, and that's totally not the way I'm supposed to do it.
Cut
I knew
this
would
in
happen.
your
I just
release.
Stop this. This is... No, there's so many things wrong with this. Why did you not practice this beforehand?
Why are you doing this an hour into the show?
Why did you not edit this part out? Aniero doesn't edit. So why should we?
We practice it, then do the segment, then we get an edited version later.
Well, not to mention the
Holy
reason that Aniero doesn't
shit.
have to do a lot of editing is because we've been doing this for 11 goddamn years and we're so good there's nothing to edit out.
When we did that really fast talking one the other week, like you recorded one for air or for us to edit later.
That's right. I didn't even use that one.
No, it was just it was good enough. The one
I
that we done
actually
there.
used his very first one, his practice run. That was the one that made it onto the podcast.
It was so good.
It was. It worked. Dude, this is not good.
All right. Does he actually get to it eventually?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I really like if there's one additional thing that I wish we had ripped off of Opie and Anthony, I wish we had the car crash sound effect because that is so appropriate right now. Oh my god. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Episodes in, and I finally flubbed one totally. Just fucked it up.
Oh, all those other ones were great, though.
Tired of living your life the way the world...
No, I'm tired of you living your
Has
life.
the endless grind of life got you down? Do you long to meet new and interesting people without having to actually meet new and interesting people? We here at RPMMO's Ministry of Artificial Research, Science and Ecology, or MARS, have pulled out a few things for you.
MARS.
No, I'm done.
Because jokes are always the funniest when you explain them.
In our system of gaming, you can meet people from all over the world that will make you laugh, cry.
You will not be meeting the hosts of this show.
Remind you why you hated high school drama, and still somehow keep you coming back for more.
What does doing it in an accent add to this?
I don't know.
He's getting into character.
Here's the thing. I'll give him this. It's not a bad English accent.
No, it's not terrible.
I mean, once he
got
found
that Michael Caine going on.
Once he found it, it's not bad. I mean, the fact that
it took him 7 takes.
Fucking God.
Nothing else is great about this.
You'll meet amazing people 97.8% of the time, which are good, honest, normal people just like you.
He could have, the way he reads this, he could have gotten the English like auto speech to do it.
Yeah.
And it would have been the same.
It would have been the exact same thing.
Funnier.
Percentage is a grab bag of unknown dementias, psychological damage that would require a court order in the real world. But you can deal with that via our
Did he just have a laugh pause right there?
I think he did.
Did he just have like pause for laughter right there? Like, is he supposed to have a laugh track or something?
Unfortunately, not available in the real world. You might very well find a lifelong friend or even a life partner, though what happens outside our world is not covered by the terms of service. So come, join us here at RPMMO's MARS, where you'll never know what might shake out.
God damn it.
How do you know it's worth it? Well, unlike other
Yours are
podcasts,
shorter and funnier.
I can speak in a
Stop
fake
on the
English accent.
punchline.
Oh, and then he steals a joke from Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Which doesn't even make any sense. Can I play that? Do you understand how much sense that did not make?
Yeah, play that back.
No!
Stop.
Don't.
Can we please move on to the other podcast?
Oh my God.
Please.
Yeah, let's
Please.
move on. All right.
Next one. The next one, please. Please.
Well, now see, we have a conundrum because we got like 40 minutes left in the show. I think this next one deserves a full show.
Wait,
you really?
The next show is worse?
No, they didn't. Well, I mean,
you did not seem confident there.
All right, look, here's the thing. I've heard of this next show.
At least, yeah. I mean, we wanted to try to get through 2, but I mean, like,
And you still want to do your end rant too. Maybe we should save the other one.
Maybe we should.
We're running out of time.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do 20 minutes on this guy, we don't have time to do another show.
Yeah.
So would you just do 20 more minutes of this and then
10 more minutes of this?
How many more clips do you have for
let's
RP?
see. We have I can go to 2 more clips, I think. But I'm gonna have to tap this.
Fine.
Do you want to go do more drugs? Maybe get into the hard stuff this time?
No, I don't.
Try something a little stronger, like Tylenol.
Tylenol? What?
This is rough. Not gonna lie. This is
definitely rough. This is definitely rough. I can't believe that RPMMO Ash and Phoenix. Here's the thing. We have Ash and Phoenix on.
He's in the chat.
He's on hold.
Oh, is he?
He wants to call in.
Oh,
but I don't think you get how Juxtober quite works.
No, you don't get to call in about your own show.
Yeah, this was not a call and response. This sort of thing. We were not asking for people to call in after talking about their show.
No.
At the same time, I'm a little curious because he gets what it is, so I wouldn't think he would be dumb enough to call in and try and defend himself.
Oh, no. He's been trashing on himself in the chat the whole time. He's taking it with a
yeah.
He's taking it in stride.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
Why does he want to call in then?
I don't know.
Should
we take the call?
No.
It's either listen, we either go through 2 more dreadful clips.
Okay.
To be honest, we're probably only gonna get through 1 more clip.
Or we take his call.
I kind of want to switch it up and take the call.
Interesting how you suddenly transition to that.
How about 1 more clip, which is like a radio drama play type thing?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
So it's like limit breaking music or limit breaking theater?
Limit breaking theater, kind of.
Do they finally get to the RP?
It's a preview. Oh, they don't actually do any RP on the show. They just talk about it.
Oh.
And they have a preview of a thing they do. And I got the preview queued up.
Oh,
let's hear the preview.
So hold on, it's a preview of a thing they do for the show?
Is this for a thing outside of the show?
So wait. They're previewing to their podcast listeners something they're gonna do in game?
No, it's like a bonus. It's like a bonus special for their podcast for Halloween. I mean,
just come on.
All right.
If I could play it.
That for, and unlike a radio show, we've now been talking for a solid 2 hours straight.
We know. Dear God, we know.
We're aware. It's felt like at least 5 weeks.
And, so anything we fake, you would hear it. Eventually, you would come to realize that they're just a bunch of people that are full of bullshit. And
we know. Dear God, we know.
That was
gaining trust with your listener audience and the people that are going to, willing to spend their time with us as we spend it with you. So there's no point in us doing that. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up.
Oh my God, start wrapping things up?
2 hours.
Yeah,
We've really pushed the envelope.
Yeah, well, this will be our longest episode yet. And next episode will be number 20, and that is going to be our
last episode ever.
Halloween special. Hollywood special.
The Hollywood Halloween special.
We're actually doing something
Hollywoodish.
It is kind of Hollywoodish. Yeah.
Oh no.
We're actually going to do a
We're going to ruin their Halloween special, aren't we?
We've each written our own sort of scary written.
Rodent.
We've each written our own.
Oh God.
It's been 2 hours, and my usual half drink thing of cinnamon vodka and apple cider is gone. So lucky I'm speaking coherently. But we three each wrote a story, and we're gonna fully produce.
What
them
is
in an
so funny?
style, written and performed by us.
She's okay now. That's good.
2 of them have been done the raw data, and one of them is actually fully finished.
God.
We still need to do Jazz's.
Yes, we do.
Which we'll have 2 whole weeks to do. So real quick, I'm going to do a quick preview.
Oh my God, get on with it!
I won't be able to hear it because I don't have that sort of technology, but I've had it sent to them, so they already know.
Holy shit.
Yes, we already heard it.
Here is the first minute of Hard Life.
You're making my life hard.
It was a hard life, but a fair one. Working the land, trading what you grew and pulled out of the earth with your bare hands to the locals and the nearest town.
What's that audio effect you
with your bare hands? He's got bare hands.
It was a hard life.
That was a terrible bear.
Of long hours in the sun with your hands in the soil.
So stupid.
Of your family working together to survive and thrive. If only you put the time and effort, and God's willing.
Why is there like an echo?
Of course, in these parts,
it sounds like he needs to cough really bad.
Enough, plenty of sunshine, and just the right
He's
amount of
talking
rain.
through a tube.
It's a different character.
Old farmer Thaddeus Monroe sat rocking on his porch.
Oh, God.
You hear the rocking? Thaddeus Monroe.
A game of tag around the big tree, while his wife rocked next to him, fixing a hole in one of his favorite shirts.
His favorite shirt?
I didn't think role-playing could be any more drab.
Oh, my God.
Put him on the fucking line. He needs to justify this.
Kooky, are we good to go here? I'm tapping out. I'm done.
No.
Do not play. No.
You don't want to hear the end?
No. Stop.
You need to hear the end.
No.
You need to hear the end.
Every time you say this and we listen to something, you were wrong.
God damn it. Juxta, when I told you you need to be the Sam Roberts of this bit, I did not mean you need to take it as literally as Sam does. Sam sits there and it's like, you can tell O and A are just pushed past the point where they're just, I cannot listen to this anymore. And he's like, no, but you got to hear it. No, we don't. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be equally as bad as War of the fucking Roses. Fucking play it then. God damn it.
There you go. Just a quick preview.
No, you started it over.
3 separate stories, similar to that, fully produced.
Always agreeable enough. Plenty of sunshine and just the right amount of rain.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Old farmer Thaddeus Monroe sat rocking on his porch.
This is where we just left off.
Watching his son and 2 daughters at play.
Oh my God.
A game of tag around the big tree, while his wife rocked next to him.
I love the
fixing a hole in
rocking
one of his favorite shirts. Something on your mind, husband.
Oh my God.
So there you go. Just
something on your mind, husband.
Something on your mind, husband.
I don't think that was the sound of a rocking chair. I think everything that we're seeing, because this is a Halloween special, is just his sort of vision as he swings from the noose in his attic.
Unlike Blind Monkey, he was actually able to find the fucking crossbeam. All right, get him on the fucking phone. Is he on the phone? Is he on the line?
We got him on Discord.
Holy shit, Ashen, what the fuck did you send us?
I sent you about an hour and a half worth of content, you fuckwad. That's what I sent. You're welcome. My horrible show just helped you.
Content.
That's in quotation marks.
It is in quotation marks.
It is. That was a slow motion train wreck.
There's an asterisk after this, as content may vary.
Holy shit!
Actually, there's 2 or 3 after that one too. What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me, and thank you. That was fucking hilarious.
Why can't you sound this energetic on your own damn show?
Where's that energy? Right there. That's what you need.
You're not fucking Ashen Phoenix. Get out of here.
Do I need to do the Bill Clinton thing for you?
No! Please, no.
Yeah.
Dear God.
George Bush? What about Obama? You want Obama?
No, I just had to scrap my Obama impression because it's no longer relevant.
Can you do Reagan?
Did you tell the girls that you were going to send this to us?
I did.
What
did they say?
Now, whether I have them actually listen to it after hearing that, I don't know if they'll ever do another show with me again. But there's that.
You know what? That could probably be the best possible outcome for you.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I get it. There's times I don't pass along our producers' notes to these guys either.
Speaking of which,
it's to protect them. I get it.
I want to give you one of the notes that our producer gave us, and that's do better.
Do it better.
Do it better.
Do it better.
Do better.
Actual
That's
thing
helpful.
we heard.
That's helpful. The ironic thing is everything you guys have said is pretty much everything I already hate about our own show sometimes, so I'm still kind of working on it. And the reason I've never told you all about the show, even though you are actually what inspired me to do the podcast, the role play is on my own thing, because that's what I've always done, is because, we weren't really great.
Really? You don't
you didn't notice.
say.
I don't know if you guys noticed that over the last hour and a half, but it's still a work in progress.
I had no idea.
Yeah, well, we had it subtly. That's the great thing about the show, is it's real subtle about the shortcomings of it.
It's real subtle.
You have gonorrhea. About how many people listen to the show every week?
When we do it live, we so far get about 10 or 14.
Some tells me you might
Is that
get
the size of your family?
Might get a you might get a few more people.
I wish.
Now.
Unfortunately, after the horrible accident in the fire that you bring up now,
they get about as many as Checkpoint does.
You shouldn't have said that out loud. It's not wrong, but
woof.
Once I thought I didn't want to be alone.
Listen. We've got 35 different stations around the United States to sort of prop us up in the fucking ego department there.
I've got Podbean and Twitch.
Can you tell us who that thing at the end, that Halloween Hollywood? What the fuck?
Yeah, wait, you were trying to do a preview. Could you have maybe done an entertaining part of it?
That was just the first the first minute of it. I actually did the episode yesterday where we did all three of the stuff.
Maybe take the middle minute.
Maybe a better minute. That was not a good minute.
That was not your strongest minute.
No, here's the problem.
Did you even try?
Based on everything we've heard, they don't have a strong minute.
Hey, you guys have to listen to the whole 2 hours. You tell me there had to have been at least cobbled together. If you took seconds out of every one of them, there had to be a solid minute of content.
There was.
Kinda like your show, a good 15 minutes of content crammed, solid packed into a 3-hour show.
I mean,
there was good content when he was talking about the stuff that we talked about. And when basically he cribbed off of us, that's when he was at his best.
Yeah.
By the way,
I will say, okay.
Thank you for stealing the one bit that Juxta contributes to. Every week.
That made me feel really good.
I actually felt bad that I took anything that Juxta did and actually made it work. I mean,
I didn't say you made it work.
I thought you were going to say work.
That's because what I thought was
I'm going to tell these fuckers after the show, you're welcome that you have me, because you could have this guy.
Oh, no. Good Lord, no. I take both women over you, Juxta, any day. At least I don't have to hear about their fucking children all day long. Good Lord.
Wait, one of those children is yours.
Yeah, I know. And he's still more interesting than that baby.
Yeah.
She's a baby. She doesn't do anything yet.
Exactly.
Especially now that her swing is broken.
Juxta's probably the size of both of the women put together, so
I was going to say,
that's about fair.
The worst part about Juxta's baby not doing anything is that that's apparently contagious, because Juxta doesn't do anything now.
So
I think that's where the baby learned it from.
Your third host, the one who comes in over either Discord or Skype, have you met this person? Like, do you know them like from the real world, or are they only an online friend?
Sib is actually, she's my wife, and no, believe it or not, I had to convince her to do the show, not the other way around. It wasn't the Aniero flood problem where I said I had an idea.
I absolutely believe that you took that script to someone and they had to be convinced.
Yeah,
I absolutely
that's not a surprise.
Yeah. Jazz, I actually met in EverQuest 2 probably 12 years ago, and no, we've never actually met face to face, but we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, EverQuest 2 explains a lot, though.
Yeah, right.
EQ 2.
Yeah.
Solid game.
We can judge you. Jesus. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. How's that extra hour going to be treating you guys here after Final Fantasy XIV's been doing good for you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. Hey, who do you think you're telling?
Right.
That's why we only do 2 hours.
Hey, you're as far as I'm concerned, you're ahead of the game on that one.
That's the best idea you've ever had, Ashen.
We're going to steal it.
Yeah, here's the thing. Maybe you should take a play out of our playbook and knock it down to 1 hour.
You know what? After listening to this, I'm thinking about 25, 30 minutes.
Less is more.
You know what? Just take another step further. Just take it down to 0 hours and do the world a favor.
I have a pretty I have a genuine question. Why the fuck would you do personal updates on what you're role playing? Why?
Honestly, you know what's funny is I sent that to you, and that was the episode you guys said that personal updates were shit was the week after that. And because of that, I've realized that personal updates are pretty shitty, especially if you don't go into actual detail about what the fuck you were talking about. Tell it in the form of a goddamn story. It made sense after you said it, but before that, didn't cross my fucking mind for 20 episodes.
But here's what it is, Ashen. It's such a staple of every podcast that you think like, oh, obligatory. Personal updates is first segment. And you're right, no. If something interesting happens to you, which judging by what we just heard, it doesn't frequently, but if something does, go ahead and just do a segment on it.
You guys and like lore and like IGN shit. I don't listen to other like podcasts for games. I don't even play Final Fantasy XIV anymore because I don't blame you. I have to tell you guys.
You know it might spice
but I still
it up a
listen to
little
your
bit.
podcast for the last 6 months, even though I don't play it, because you guys are fucking hilarious, which is the only reason I sent it into the show.
How about you host our post show then? You could
whatever you want.
You could just take our topics and you can just put your own spin on them.
I love it.
Shit,
I'm into it. No, I want to
You
do
guys
that.
listened to his show, right?
I mean, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't. Listen, it wasn't.
Okay, we're time for real talk now.
Yeah, like on a technical level, wasn't that bad.
No, it was much more well produced than the show we heard on FEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that your audio.
That was real. That was pretty deep. That was pretty
Now,
rough.
I do have to ask, your opening.
Yeah.
What is happening
awful.
there?
Yeah,
what is happening?
What happened?
Okay.
Do you
okay,
need some
what is-
help? Do you want some help with that?
We know a guy.
I did it in Audacity, and I just tried to fade it out, and apparently I put it in some fucking program that you just click on, like a soundboard, and something it does just completely fucks it up. Because I don't have all your guys' equipment. Nero, I was watching your how you do a podcast thing.
Yeah.
You did a couple weeks ago, and it was awesome. That actually helped me a lot.
That's just Adobe Audition is all it is.
So hold on.
Yeah.
But once you have the sound file, dude, just throw it in VLC and slowly pull down on the slider.
That's
when
it.
you're
Yeah,
fading
and
out.
that's
That's what you want to do from now on.
Okay, here's
going
my,
to do from now on.
Here's my legitimate question. Okay, fine. It's something messed up when you were making it, and you didn't think, oh shit, let me try again. You're just gonna roll with this for 20 episodes?
I'll be honest, I had no idea how to fucking fix it because I didn't know. I'm learning. I have no background.
Start over from scratch.
Ask for help. Ask for help. I mean, if you know that it sounds that fucked up, like you can ask for help. Like there's nothing.
Reach out to
but
people.
My mom said it sounded good. I thought that was
By the way, get yourself a voiceover. Don't just play Garuda's theme. Voiceover.
We're gonna, when we restart next year, because the holiday stuff is gonna be too hard for us having families and all that stuff. Oh Jesus, I just pulled a Juxta.
We did a show on
kids,
Christmas last year.
It makes sense, yeah.
Don't talk to me about that.
Yeah, but I don't like my fans that much, so screw them.
We don't either.
If they like it well enough, they'll be there, just like yours.
We don't either. That's fine.
I do.
I know I am one, and I mean, what do you think I give you? You guys are worth the solid $1 every month. I promise. I get my $1's worth out of you every single month.
Hey man, that earns you $1 or one word on on the screen.
So that's only if I donate.
You get what you pay.
Yeah, he does one in the Patreon so he can get his get the green room video.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that I've never watched once.
So are you?
You have a really nice house cleaner, or whoever's keeping track of your house. It's really nice.
That's him, surprisingly enough.
Oh my God.
Holy shit!
I know.
It's a fucking dump.
It is.
Is that when you're like on speed or meth or something, and the pot doesn't do it anymore? You just start cleaning until 2 a.m. in the morning?
No, are you actually complimenting me on how clean my apartment is?
It's a dump.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You see how much
cat hair is in this house?
Dude, seriously.
The only thing that he does to clean is moves the paraphernalia out of the camera view. That's it.
That's the cleaning that we get.
Yeah. Okay, to be fair,
that's pretty much all I was talking about. The fact that there wasn't anything in the camera was pretty amazing.
To be fair, Aniero could have like old magazines stacked up on the floor, so I think it's pretty decent.
Okay, you're right.
Or baby car seats flipped over.
Yeah,
that happens
sleep
too.
in a bed of cat shit like a lot of people do. I mean,
no,
Gallant C pieces. Where the fuck was this guy during the podcast?
I know, right? Where was this? This is way better. This is what you should
honestly,
be doing.
Part of that is the technical difficulties I have. Sib and I are in the same house, in the same room, and no matter what fucking mic I get, when one of us talks, the mic of the other side of the room picks up the fucking volume, and we echo horribly, so I have to talk kind of like Juxta every now and then.
Put her in a different room.
Yeah,
put her on a different show.
Get her done.
Yeah, that's one answer. There are also mic shields too. The other thing is one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is they'll try to have mics that are either they're like pointed directly at each other or away from each other. Like you want your two mics to be pointed at the opposite ends of the room, and you're speaking towards one another. That's the best.
We're literally back to back. So
yeah, that's the worst way.
No,
yeah, that's your big mistake.
See,
and also get
you gotta flip it. Yeah, you gotta flip it.
If you could see our studio right now, like I'm literally facing Aniero talking at him.
Yeah, you guys are sitting around a table. I was watching the last one.
Two mics facing the same direction is usually a bad idea. You want and you've got to consider each person's mouth as a sound source. So think of it like a speaker. The way that a speaker will reverberate out, right? Like that's your sound source. That's where your vibrations are going. And
probably doesn't help the 18-foot vaulted ceiling above us either.
Oh, dude, you're fucked.
No,
dude, you're fucked.
Just put a bunch of foam on there, you'll be fine.
Just move. New room. Apparently,
well, if we want to keep doing this podcast, I have to shell out $300 a year for it, honey. We're gonna have to move.
Yeah, no. Apparently, it's because that has been apparently a reasonable request from our audience when we've had problems like electrical problems or problems with the Comcast. Just move.
Yeah, well, you're already paying to have your show on all those radio stations across the country.
I know, right?
Yeah, plenty of cash left over.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta ask real quick. Are you now on episode 21? Are we going to get a Juxtober of Limit Break Radio in return?
There was episode 20 was yesterday, so 21 won't be until 2 weeks from this weekend.
That's what I mean. On 21, are we going to get? Are you going to fire back?
I probably.
Let the girls listen to this. I guarantee you they'll want to.
At least try.
I
mean,
they've never listened. I think my wife listened to you once, Sib, and
did she hate it? She fucking
Nika
hated it.
Oh, she fucking hated you guys. Nika wasn't there to keep you guys wound down, and you were making like cunt jokes and cock fists.
That sounds like us.
Yes, dick in the ass. But yeah,
maybe don't let her listen to this episode.
I've been watching you guys for so long. I've got plenty of stuff to rip you apart. I mean, after watching Ascalia's PUBG thing, I realized you're actually about as good at video games as you are at picking a single gender.
Damn!
Wow,
that was all right. I'm gonna give that one to
again.
him.
Where's that on the podcast?
I know, right?
Yeah. You would actually get more than 10 people to listen.
Yeah. Once we get this, you know what? I'm thinking we might be having to rearrange the furniture in here, and not in the good
absolutely.
way.
There you go. There you go. All right, Ashen. Thanks for the call. Thanks for letting us rip you apart on the show. If
Love it, guys.
If you want, you can either pick your own clip from one of the mini LBR episodes we have out there, or we can send you something.
I'm sure I can find something.
I'm sure you can
for about 2 years worth of your stuff.
I'm sure you can. If you wanted, I would have sent you something from high school, but you missed out on that opportunity. Oh, so sorry. Bye bye, Ashen. Bye bye. All right.
All right. That was a good little segment we had. Speaking of segments, personal updates, Aniero?
Oh my god! Don't even. Why would you do that?
Daddy, give it to me.
Oh, okay. On that note, I'm getting a drink.
Can I come?
Does that mean you're thirsty?
I'm very thirsty.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross. All right. Well, that means that we get to save a Juxtober. For later. That'll be fun.
Do we want to tell them who it is, or do you want to leave that in suspense?
Well, I don't know who it is, so I think you just we can't like reveal the mystery.
Okay, then we leave them in suspense.
Suspense.
What
is that? What is suspense?
It's something even more exotic than suspense. It's suspense.
Suspense. Okay. Yeah. Weird. All right. So I do have a personal update. As terrible as that is.
Have you been leveling your Dragoon?
I have.
Why?
I'm lying. So last night, I decided to log on because
Why?
Because I thought about streaming, and then I logged on and I was like, I don't really feel like streaming.
Wow, this game just drains me, huh?
Yeah.
Fancy that.
Yeah. So I logged on and did a quick EX roulette, and decided that was going to be it. But okay, so first of all, when I queue for the EX roulette, I get El Amigo.
Okay.
Pretty standard.
Fine.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Done it probably a million times already.
Yep. Oh, by the way, and I didn't know this, I didn't notice this until maybe, I don't know, the first boss, right? But that fucking HUD update that Square Enix did.
That fucked everything up?
It fucked... I've heard so many people complaining that their HUD was fucked up. Not like massively fucked up, but just...
one thing.
Just a little fucked up. Like, my status icons were totally hidden. You know how they're separated?
Yeah. That's kind of important.
Kind of important for a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I logged in, my HUD mistake thing was like my job bar. Like I turned it into the simple one and I put it next to my HP. It was just like in the middle of the screen. So I'm like, I guess that's where it's staying forever then.
It's so weird that the way that it messes up is different for everyone.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What is that? I don't get it either. Another thing that I usually keep my target bar like right above my hot bar, right? Because that way I can see if there's like a casting bar going off or something. And it was moved all the way up to the top.
Which isn't that the default
That's
position?
the default, yeah.
Weird.
And then my HP MP was right over top of my hot bar. Like right over top. And I swear to God, I almost swear to God, it didn't start that way in the dungeon.
What?
Yeah, right? Like
you
like,
noticed that?
I noticed it at about the first boss, right? But the thing is that the run was fine. It was totally fine. Nothing happened.
No wipes?
No one died.
No one died.
No one died. Not one death. No, not even. There was no wipe.
Were you single pulling?
No, I was doing full pulls. Normal pulls, like not even obscene pulls.
Was the healer DPSing?
Yeah.
So it was just a good run.
And the healer was keeping me alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what your DPS were?
I mean, no, it wasn't.
Sounds fine.
It wasn't amazing. I mean, it just.
So this is a really great personal update.
It wasn't a 6-minute dungeon run, but it was fine. There was nothing even remarkable about it.
It was a standard X roulette.
Yes.
Okay.
Great personal update. Thank you, Aniero.
I know. So anyway,
there's more to the story.
Yes. So I think he was the black mage in the party, right? This guy, Celebrant La Habrea from Mateus.
What a name. Celebrant La Habrea.
Celebrant La Habrea.
Was Cloud taken? Cloud La Habrea, 14.
14 Sephiroth XIV.
Legolas.
Shadow Dolphin.
Shadow Dolphin. So this is said in party chat the moment before he hits the exit. Okay, so
literally like he says this and then drops.
Right. Okay. So he Celebrant La Habrea of Mateus says, y'all please don't queue for expert roulettes if you can't find your cooldown button / hold the mob / judge a good pull pace if you have low DPS members, Aniero. Or do more damage than a healer, Skylar. There is a ton of content in this game that you can do at your skill level, but this is not targeted at you.
Expert roulettes are not targeted at you, Aniero.
That's right.
But there's tons of other content you can do.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
What a fucking douche cannon.
What?
And he says this, again, he says this immediately before hitting the exit.
Yeah, so that he doesn't have to hear any flack over what he said.
Exactly.
Right, but
and you said this is Celebrant La Habrea of Mateus
That's
server.
right.
Here's the thing, though. That's a nice chunk of text, right? So in order to make sure you guys see that before you leave,
right,
he had that pre-typed out and then copied and pasted, or even macroed it.
I have to imagine that he had this ready.
Yeah.
He had this ready to
he
go.
He must have been fuming.
He was so upset the whole run.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything else, by the way.
No, yeah.
He didn't ask for smaller pulls. Nothing.
Didn't ask for bigger pulls.
Nothing. Didn't say a fucking word.
What a fucking tool.
Didn't say one fucking word that whole run. And he says this right before he hits the exit. You fucking passive-aggressive piece of shit.
You know, he probably then went on to complain about how much you suck to his FC and link shells. Multiple link shells, too, not just one.
Man, guys, I just had the worst X roulette. I had these idiots who couldn't do anything right.
It took me 14 minutes to get through the dungeon.
Good lord.
I can't believe who they just let into EX roulettes these days.
Completely screwed up my tomes per minute.
Oh my god. That's awful.
I hope, honestly, I hope this guy goes trick-or-treating, because obviously he's a 45-year-old that still goes trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
I hope you get razor blades in your candy. You fucking piece of shit.
But only your candy. Like that person was waiting for you to show up because you were probably there last year.
That's
and they
right.
specifically had a razor blade candy for you.
That's right.
That I can't believe that happened. Like, I can believe it. This community is shit in so many ways, but like, wow. I've heard, like, is Mateus, like, are they known for garbage?
Like, even when your expert roulette isn't safe,
well,
this isn't targeted at you. That's the part that really gets me. The words that he used. This isn't targeted for your skill level.
There's tons of content targeted in this game for your skill level, but this isn't it.
Stick to leveling roulette and 50 to 60.
I'm
expert
so sorry.
is just too high.
I know.
It's too much above you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it when people do this kind of shit with, like, rating and shit. Like, when people, like, don't know what they're doing, it's frustrating. I understand that.
Dude, I would have understood this if we had even struggled a little bit.
Right, if there had been a bad extra
if there had been one death, or there had been one wipe, or anything.
Not even a single death.
Not even a single fucking death.
I die all the time in expert.
Dude, I don't think I even lost hate except on one mob when I was trying to fix my HUD. And it was one of those iron, the iron giants, like right at the end.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I know the ones you're talking about.
The two that guard the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that could have just been a DPS being on the wrong one to start with. Big deal.
What a fucking cunt. cunt.
Yeah, what a tool. I certainly hope no one on Matea's server like finds this guy, because clearly he did this so that he wouldn't have to face any repercussion for saying that. That's why he says it right at the end and then drops.
That's right.
Do you know who I am?
He would never think
Quoth the Aniero.
that maybe there's a podcast that was in that who could say his name and server.
That's right.
Stunt Gaming says that server is Balmung's redheaded stepchild.
Whoa.
That explains and says so much.
Ugh.
What an insult. That's a good one.
I'm just disappointed this guy's on my data center.
Yeah, that's a bummer, isn't it?
We
could transfer.
What a fucking cunt.
Can you transfer data centers?
I mean, you can. Yeah, you can transfer servers, and each
Onto a
server
different
is
data-
different
Right,
data centers. Yeah. But I just
Jesus.
like what kind of unhappy piece of shit do you have to be to try to tell somebody off right before you hit the exit?
That's the thing.
Stand there and take the fucking argument at least.
It's not like he got there like into this before the boss poll or something like that. Like, all right, guys, we just got to the boss. I gotta say, you guys really,
stop fucking up.
Honestly, like, you know how there's those pieces of shit that always talk shit about somebody's performance in Alliance chat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're queuing for one of the Alliance raids.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, look at Alliance C, they suck. And it's just B and C ganging up, or A and B ganging up on C. And that's normal. I have no
Alliance
problem
C
with
sucks
that.
as a meme at this point.
No problem with that. But this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? What's the point of that?
Why? Yeah, just hit the exit and fucking just leave.
Yeah, your odds of ever seeing any of those people again are minimal. So what's
But that's what he's relying on.
Well, yeah, I get it, but like the point is, like, what sense does it even make to say something? Because you're never going to see any tangible benefit.
Could he at least have put a little bit more like edge on it? Right? Like, it's not even like he's being really like overly aggressive. He's not being insulting. He's not being obnoxious or offensive. Right? He's just like, you know what? This isn't above your skill level, guys, so maybe you should not queue. And that to him was like you can't stick around for a reply to that.
It's so much like that's the thing is that
it's like 70s housewife.
It's passive aggressive. It's inherently passive aggressive, which just means that this person is on top of being a douche is a fucking coward. They can't even stand by their own criticisms of somebody else.
It's passively passive. Like, there needs to be a different word. Because you can, even with something being passive-aggressive, like, you can put a little bit of a sting on it, right?
Sure. Well, if you do passive-aggressive well, you should be able to put a sting on it.
This is just such bullshit.
Well, that's great.
What a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Celebrant La Habrea.
More like celibate.
Okay.
That's why he's angry.
Oh, because he's celibate?
Yeah.
Are you saying that he's a super verge?
Oh, yeah. Why else would he care so intimately about his expert roulette?
You know that that's like a movement of people who are like, yeah, I know nobody wants to fuck me, but you can't like.
You can't have this anyway, brah.
They're the asexuals, right?
No.
Oh.
No.
Talking about like the antinatalists or
pansexuals?
No,
pansexuals.
I think they're called like uber verges or ultra verges.
Oh, I've never heard of that. No.
Yeah.
Uber verges.
I hope they're called Uber Virgins. What a name.
Fucking no. That is seriously what they're like.
Fair enough.
Like, that's the name they gave themselves?
Oh my god, I've got to play a Harmontown clip for you guys.
Oh boy.
See what you have wrought.
Of course.
Wow. Fair enough. This sounds awesome.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh. Well, now I don't want to hear it.
You're going to be disappointed.
Great. Why should today be any different?
Ryuichi says that he thinks he might have been queued with that guy in a random roulette or PF and ended up kicking him for being shit. I hope so.
Ryuichi, stop me tooing.
Yeah, fucking quit it.
You didn't get queued up with Celebrant Dick Nugget.
You did not. Stop trying to be the hero.
Oh, okay. Hey, you want to trade some pokes later?
Nobody cares if you did. Even if that story's 100% true, nobody gives a shit. I just wanted to read that douchey message. I've never like the fact I honestly when I was ready to hit the exit, I was gonna be like, this is I was gonna be ready to complain like, oh, there's just another fucking EX roulette where nobody said anything. And then I look down at my chat log, and what the fuck is there? This turd. He just left a turd. It's like he pulled down his pants, he quickly dropped a turd, and then he hit the exit.
No. If it to be more accurate, he laid that turd through the dungeon and carried it with him, and then put it down as he exited. That's what happened.
That's right.
That's how shitty of a person you are, you turd carrier.
Celebrant turd carrier La Habrea of Mateus.
Our chat is starting to I'm Spartacus over this.
I'm Celebrant La Habrea. No,
I'm Celebrant La Habrea.
Fuck all of you.
We've already had one episode called I'm Spartacus. We can't do this fucking bit again.
Why not?
What are we? RPMMORadio? See, I brought it full circle.
You did. Well done, man.
Yeah.
That's why you're the master.
That's what we call a callback. That's how you construct a joke.
Can we call back to I'm Spartacus and call this one I'm Celebrant La Habrea?
No.
It'd be weird to name this title after the show after like the last 20 minutes bit as opposed to the rest of the show.
It'll get them engaged. Like, why is this show called this weird thing? I don't understand anything.
I thought this was the Juxtober episode.
I want to tune in.
2 hours and 40 minutes in. Oh, I get it. Okay, there it is.
Now I don't have to listen anymore.
All right, I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Thanks for listening today, guys. This has been fun. Juxtober's fun. I'm tired now, though.
It is exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're gonna get.
No.
Because like legitimately, like if I feel like if I had prepped or like if I had come up with jokes beforehand, you know what I mean?
If we had listened to that before we came here, it wouldn't have been nearly as good.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah.
So this is why you need.
Today great.
See? Thank you, Rendos7. He understands.
Rendos
$2,
gets it.
2 words. Although you got to pay for the exclamation point.
That's 60 cents.
Yes.
That's right.
60 cents for an exclamation point?
No, you said $6, didn't you? That seems overpriced.
$6 for an exclamation point?
60 cents.
You can't.
I'd say.
Listen, you can't just be throwing punctuation around like it's not worth anything.
Well, it doesn't get said on the show, so it's not worth anything.
Well, no, but there's intent there, and to be able to convey intent, I think, is worth a lot more than just having your message read by a robot.
I think 50 bits is plenty.
I was going to say, it costs less to throw Zach Galifianakis all over your donation.
Yeah, I think 250 is proper.
I still haven't seen the Zach Galifianakis thing again, and I'm not convinced that I saw it in the first place.
That was before you took your pot break.
Right. That was before the drugs.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know.
He's like, you guys don't think I was high when we started?
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw somebody make that comment like, "Oh, Aniero, you should medicate during the show more often." Like I don't.
Yeah,
come on.
You say that like I don't.
He just over-medicated.
All I did was talk about it this time.
Look, spoiler alert, whenever you don't hear Aniero for 5 minutes, he's outside medicating, okay?
He left the room.
When you don't hear me for 10 minutes, I'm masturbating.
Oh, yeah, didn't need to know that.
No, because can't hear you out running down the hallway.
He goes to a different floor.
That's right.
Oh.
That's why it's 10 minutes.
That makes sense.
You gotta, I don't want to mess up the recording.
Fair.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
The audiomancy has got to take priority.
Got to maintain that vocal consistency.
That's right. All right, guys, that's going to do it here for Limit Break Radio. I appreciate everyone who was joining us today, including this mosh pit that we've got going in the studio. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a nice studio.
Yeah,
looks great.
No, it doesn't. It looks like it looks like someone peed all over the place. Is really what it looks like. There's a lot of yellow.
Maybe next time you can design the studio.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
So you're saying I have to get even worse before someone else will take over this job?
No one's taking over your job.
I don't think it can get worse.
Why? Why would you say
that? Here we go, cracking.
All right, guys, that's going to do it here for Limit Break Radio. Appreciate having everyone along. This has been a fun time. If you'd like to submit your show for Juxtober,
it is a bit that will return.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to revisit this bit because it just eats up oodles worth of time. And
SE doesn't.
And I think that the audience mostly hated it. So I think that we're on to a good bit.
Oh, good.
If we could only find a way to Juxtober some Dino tracks, it'd be like, we'd be there.
There are some serious like dyed in the wool FF14 fans that are like, they didn't even talk about Ultimate Savage but Giga Behemoth. I can't even. This is not. What kind of 14 show is this?
Giga Behemoth.
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
He sounds really hard to beat,
shit.
though.
Giga Behemoth.
Yeah, he sounds crazy.
He sounds a lot harder than Mega Behemoth. Like 100 times harder.
They can't even get Bahamut right. They call it Behemoth. What fucking faggots?
I've never even heard of a Giga Primal. What the fuck?
They didn't even talk about like world firsting or progression. What fucking assholes?
They relegated it to the news. Giga Behemoth. That's my new favorite.
Damn, this good shit.
Can it be a gold behemoth that flies?
The golden Giga Behemoth.
You get the mount afterwards. Farts rainbows.
What?
I don't know. I'm just giving
Kill
Square
it.
Enix.
Kill it.
What, we can't drag this out like we drag out everything else?
It's already dead.
We're gonna have left, and he'll just be in here for like another hour doing this. We've just all gone home.
Just chuckling into the mic. Not even full on laughing, just chuckling. Just like that.
What are you gonna do? Leave?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
I think the point is none of them will. They'll just keep going. They'll just see how long it goes for.
They'll start donating to him too. You're still here? Is that really you? I think you're just looping your laughter.
I could do that. Oh, that would
what
be
a
funny.
bit,
right? Just for hours. Just
you like laughing and giggling.
Last Melchior says
giggling.
Turned into MMRP podcast's intro.
Oh, guys. All right. That's going to do it here for Limit Break Radio today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio to catch the show live. Not sure why you would, but if you want to support, Patreon.com/Limit Break Radio. We would appreciate it. It is how we keep the show afloat. So, Patreon.com/Limit Break Radio. And then, find us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Limit Break Radio. Twitter.com/Limit Break Radio. And again, if you want to submit your show for tribute, you can send that over to hosts@limitbreakradio.com or limitbreakradio@gmail.com. I want to thank my co-host, Juxtaposition, Escalia Rayumasa, Kala Landis, and even though she didn't bother to show up today because it was going to be too mean, Nika Kayanian. I'm Aniero. Keep listening. Limit Break Radio is a production of LimitBreakRadio.com and Bender Media Productions. This episode was produced by Aniero Grigori, Kalo Landis, Juxtaposition, and Kooky Persona. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Funding for Limit Break Radio is provided by Miri Kennett, Satori Komeji, Dark Flux, Null Packet, Shira Hartslot, Nexian Theta, Brian Alexander, Tommy Carlson, Hirsch Fersch, and fellow Limit Break Radio listeners. To support Limit Break Radio, visit Patreon.com/Limit Break Radio. Opening music in this episode from Daniel Lambie. Listen to Man with the Machine Gun and other great tracks at Facebook.com/Daniel Lambie Metal Gamer. Closing music in this episode provided by Husky by the Geek. Listen to this and other great Final Fantasy XIV and Video Game Rock covers and original music at Facebook.com/Husky by the Geek. In-game graphics for Limit Break Radio's Twitch stream are provided by Diamond Multimedia. Check out their line of AMD graphics cards and other hardware at DiamondMM.com. Limit Break Radio and its hosts are solely responsible for its content. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to episode